out there and get meaningful snaps, which is something you can't simulate. You cannot simulate true game time competition in practice as hard as you try. And so it's definitely helping us develop our depth and in some cases creating competitions at certain positions. And that is something you always want as a coach is competition for that type of stuff. And so we'll get through this week and see how everybody performs, and we'll get ready to get through the bye week, and then we'll kind of see where we're at after that.
All right, Coach, let's take another break. When we come back, we'll talk specifically about the game with Gila River right after this.
At Central Valley Medical Center, we're committed to offering the best care.
In your life's first moments.
Through your life's biggest emergencies.
Welcome back to the pregame show with head coach.
In your everyday help.
In those days that mean the most.
Central Valley Medical Center will be there with you through each step and stage of life, bringing the best care because we care, closer to home.
I'm Dr. Sorensen. I'm a board-certified pediatrician, and I'm the newest addition to the team of doctors here at Central Valley Medical Center. My goal is to work closely with you when making decisions about your child's health. After all, you know them better than anyone else.
I think as a mom it can be really overwhelming to find a doctor who's a really good fit for your family. I look for someone who I can trust. It's so validating and comforting knowing that I can call and get the answers I need from Dr. Sorensen and his staff.
I look forward to meeting you and your child and bringing you the best care closer to home.
Little Caesars of Ephraim and Nephi have expanded to a third location in Gunnison, inside Gunnison Sinclair. Hours Monday to Saturday, 10:30 a.m. to 9 p.m. Come enjoy classics like crazy bread, cheese, pepperoni, and 3-meat treat pizzas. Little Caesars also offers wings, dip, soda, and an awesome family meal deal, including 2 liters of soda, pepperoni or cheese pizza, and a crazy combo for just $9.99. Come enjoy one of the best deals in America. Little Caesars, Ephraim, Nephi, and Gunnison.
Welcome back to the Snow College pregame show. Gary Chedester along with head coach Zach Erickson. And Coach, normally I ask you what are the 3 things you've got to do. This time I'm going to change it up just a little bit. I'm going to ask you what are the 3 things you want to see at the end of this ball game other than a win. What kinds of things are you looking at during this game that you want to have happen?
Well, I think first and foremost, kind of like we just talked about in the past segment, I want to get out of this game healthy. We are getting to that point where, as a staff, we're kind of looking out and saying, okay, how do we take care of our team to be able to get through the rest of this season? And so I think number 1 is that we're healthy and that we don't have any more injuries. Secondly, kind of like I touched on earlier, we really want to eliminate the penalties. We have got to, and we've actually done a good job of that each game. We've gotten better. Still not perfect, still not as clean as we want it to be, but we got to eliminate those penalties. And then I think the third thing is kind of something we just talked about, is seeing how this depth on our football team really shakes out. Like, can these guys really go out and play? And can we, what do we have in some of these other guys who maybe haven't been out there as starters that these injuries are going to allow them to do that? How do they perform when the lights are on? Because it's one thing to do it out here in practice against an attack team. It's a totally different thing to do it under the lights on a Saturday night. And so I'd be very curious to see how some of these guys that are going to get an opportunity, how they perform and how they play, and how do they execute their jobs and help us to, like you said, come away with a victory at the end of the night.
All right, Coach, good luck to you. We'll talk to you after a Badger win.
Sounds good. Thank you.
We'll be back with more right after this.
Sanpete Steel in Moroni was founded in 1994 and is one of the major steel construction companies in the Intermountain West, specializing in structural steel fabrication and erection. Sanpete Steel's impressive portfolio includes the Hale Theater in Sandy and structures on the campuses of the University of Utah, BYU, and UVU. Sam P. Steel in Moroni, where their motto is done right and on time at 685 East Main in Moroni. Call 800-261-1026, 800-261-1026, or sampetesteel.com.
I thought there was only one way to do college. I knew I needed training to set me up for a great career, but I didn't have 4 years. Snow helped me discover that college doesn't have to be about sitting in classes, counting down the hours. They showed me a way to get the edge I needed, and fast. The best part was with their low-cost programs and tuition assistance, I didn't have to go into debt. I was able to earn my certificate and start working right away. Snow College. This is college.
Professor Rock here.
The Food Nanny.
Chandler Scott here.
Samry.
Hey everyone.
Hello.
I just want to tell you about this amazing,
excellent, cool account called My Style.
My Style Checking. I'm talking travel points,
Gift card, concert tickets.
All just for using my account.
That's My Style.
So check it out.
Give it a shot.
Open your My Style Checking account today.
And a good evening, everyone, and welcome to Badger football action on KMTI AM 650 and also on Centricom and MTCC Channel 3. Gary Chedester and Greg Sterner with you at Robert Stoddard Field in Terry Foote Stadium as the Snow College Badgers host the Gila River Hawks. And we'll have the game coming up here for you. It's been kind of a roller coaster ride so far to begin this season, Greg, for the Snow College Badgers. First game of the year, and they're on ESPN+. They took on Trinity Valley Community College out of Texas. Lost the starting quarterback on the second series, I believe it was, second or third series. Yeah, second series, and the second string Best came in and marched the Badgers down the field on 2 consecutive drives. And then he gets injured at New Mexico Military. The Badgers lose a tough one there, and then coming back, going out and facing Butler, and what a roller coaster game that was in just a game. So not only a roller coaster season with some ups and downs, but a roller coaster game. So hopefully the Badgers can get something settled here.
That 50-49 overtime victory over Butler, Gary, you've called a lot of Snow College, a lot of high school games in your career. Has there ever been a wilder game start to finish than that? Snow gets up 28-0. Butler chips their way back into it. I mean, I don't know how much you want to describe that game, but
we got time. We can do it.
My goodness, I've that's as wild of a football game as I've ever watched. You know, and I listened to you on the radio on that when I wasn't out there or anything, but that was wild.
Yeah. I have never had so many ups and downs in a game in my life. I mean, starting that game, I wasn't sure what we were going to see. After the game at New Mexico, they honestly didn't play well. The players know they didn't play well. Coaches, everybody. And so they were looking for some redemption. And to come out and block the punt and get a score and then drive down the field and score again and to go up 28-0, I mean, I was as high. I was thinking, yeah, great. Yeah. But then, like you say, Butler comes right back, ends up tying it at 28. Butler never did lead until the overtime, and they had their first possession in the overtime. And even, you know, the Badgers go back up. They go up 35-28, and then it's 35-35, and then the Badgers go up 42-35, and they stop them at the 1 yard line. And I'm like, oh.
I got to stop you there, Gary.
Okay.
So I'm listening at home. And Deshaun Cash is the quarterback that got the start. Throws for 292 yards. Great game.
Oh, and scrambled for some. I mean, he is an
over
athlete.
50 yards rushing. Had a rushing touchdown as well. Yeah, I text Gary because I'm listening to Gary. Butler's going down to score to tie it up at 42. And Snow stops him, and Butler fumbles, and Snow falls on the ball. And I text Gary and say, cash money in his first win. And Gary says, and there's 15 seconds left. Snow has the ball. They have to snap it once and kneel on it. Yeah. And Gary texts me and says, I think you said something like, just hold on, or, you know, like
you probably are not saying what I said
yeah.
because I might have had
Gary tells me, and the next play, they fumble. Butler falls on it in the end zone, pushes it to overtime. They were going to go for 2, and they jumped. They moved early, so they had to kick the extra point. They had to kick the extra point, ties it up, go to overtime. Butler gets the touchdown, an extra point in overtime in the first stanza. Snow matches it, goes for 2, gets it, comes out of Butler with a 50-49 overtime victory. Just a wild, fun game. fun if you're not the one calling it that's having a heart attack as you're calling it.
No,
like
and it's still fun with a win. But you lose a game like that, and man, it's just devastating. Yep. And I know the Butler fans were upset. They felt like Snow got the benefit of a lot of the calls, but I tell you, and bless the Snow College coaches. They don't say much about penalties at all. I think Snow has been getting better. They went the whole first half at Butler without a penalty.
Wow.
And some of those penalties that they got in the second half, as a radio announcer, I look at them and I think, that's questionable. And especially the one where they called delay of game on the defense. Have you ever heard of delay of game on the defense?
The only thing I can think of is if they're calling out snap, calling out snap counts. You see that sometimes where they're faking the hike, when the defensive line is saying that to try and make the other team jump offside or something.
So what was happening, and I found this out later, is and we noticed this in the very first game of the year, the defense shifts on that defensive line, and they try to time it so it's just before the snap. That's what they called them for.
Oh, yeah.
And you can shift.
If you're not going forward, if you're not going into the neutral zone, that shouldn't – I don't know why that is.
I agree. And they didn't either. And in fact, in the overtime, the official came over and he told the Snow defense, Coach, you better not shift your defense because we don't want to call a penalty on you.
Wow.
And he says that is not right. You can shift.
Yep.
So anyway,
wow.
it was highs
was
and lows.
Game.
Yes, it was an exciting game. So a lot of Badgers, you're not going to hear their names today. Cole Hogan is out for the season. He had his knee operated on, and his football career is over as well. And,
not even if he wanted to go to next level.
I think he's done. It was pretty serious. He's hoping he can get some feeling back in his foot. He didn't have any feeling in his foot because his knee was being dislocated and it affected the nerves on the side of his knee. So he's on crutches. Cole Bowers is sitting out. That's more of a precautionary kind of thing and to give him a break. Cole Bowers is the one that caused the fumble on that last drive that the Badgers recovered. So we ought to mention his name. I didn't know it was him until after the game was over, and it was David Latu that ended up recovering that fumble.
Yeah. David Latu, the captain out here.
Yep,
one captain.
One captain. That's
interesting.
That's
rare in football. Yeah.
It is. And you've got Taylor Larson, who is not dressed for the game today. I think he's okay. They're just giving him some time. Austin Francis down here, the safety for the Badgers, he's going to be sitting out. He's, I think his has been a concussion protocol kind of thing, or they're just giving him a little extra time.
Some of the biggest names for the Badgers you're mentioning. I mean, Cole Bowers that you mentioned first, 29 tackles this year. Cole Hogan, 14, second on the team. I mean, these guys are some of the biggest contributors, especially on the defensive side of the ball. So, and with Taylor Larson and Austin Francis out as well, that hurts the Badgers, but, next man up.
And Cayman Best will not be playing again today as well. They'll give him a little more time. He had a separated shoulder, and he's working his way through that.
Okay.
So we're getting close to the kickoff here. We'll take another time out here. A word from our sponsors. Thanks to those that are making it possible for Snow College Badger football action. We'll be back in 90 seconds.
In the days of the mountain men, Cache Valley, Utah became a central gathering place for trappers and explorers. They named it Cache because it was there they would store their goods and come together to trade and connect. This spirit of community continues today at Cache Valley Bank with locations and services throughout Utah, including 3 branches right here in San Pete County. They're Central Utah's financial outfitter. No matter your mountain, they want to see you reach the top. Cache Valley and Central Utah are rooted in grand expeditions. Let's keep that heritage alive together. Discover Cache Valley Bank. Mountains await. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
This school year will be different.
This year, I'll do my assignments on time.
I will listen to my teacher.
I solemnly swear.
I won't eat any glue.
I'll do my homework every night.
Every night.
Research? No problem.
School, I got this.
This year will be different. Visit Centricom.com to power your education with the best internet experience. Everyone succeeds with School to the Power of Centricom.
Hi, I'm Barrett Hilton. I'm the director of Local 10 here at Centricom, and I'm really excited to show you something new we've been working on. If you pull up a browser and type in teamhive.live, this is our new home for hosting video streaming for Utah high school sports and other events. We realized it was time to expand and grow and to welcome any school in the state that wants to use our platform absolutely free. Bookmark teamhive.live, Utah's new home for streaming high school sports and other events. Powered by Centricom Local 10.
And welcome back once again to Terry Foote Stadium and Robert L. Stoddard Field. The Badgers will be back deep to receive. And going back deep to receive is Deontay Davis and Deuce Roberson. Again, thanks to the sponsors bringing you Snow College football action. CO Building Systems, Manti Telephone, Central Valley Medical Center, St. Pete Steel, Mountain America Credit Union, Cache Valley Bank, Centricom, and Little Caesars in Ephraim, Nephi, and also in Gunnison now. Getting set to do the kicking duties is number 60, Austin Cogan. Austin Cogan from St. George, Utah.
All right.
And the kick is up. And Roberson is going to take it from the 2-yard line out to the 10, the 15, breaks it to the outside, the 20, breaks a tackle at the 25-30, has a blocker in front of him, out of bounds near the 40-yard line. Nice return by Deuce Roberson.
Took the kicker to bring Roberson down there. Yeah, great return. Just set up that wall on the right side. Great field position for the Badgers to start this one, and got a little bit of rain coming here in Ephraim. I think, Gary, we could solve the drought here, at least in Sanpete County, if we just have a snow football game every day, because it seems like every time that one we did on ESPN Plus, that was a downpour.
And I hate to say it, but I don't want it right now on my equipment outside.
That's true. That's true. Yeah, you've got a lot of equipment out there.
Handoff, and breaking it to the outside, over the top. Goes, oh, goodness gracious, Carson Manukin. He does that at least once every game, up and over the top of the defender.
Yeah, it's kind of fun. I don't know that it got him that many more yards, but it was definitely fun to watch for sure.
Oh, he's great to watch.
I think Targi Lampson, the leading running back for the Badgers, is out today as well, right?
Yeah, he's got a turf toe problem, so they're going to give him a little extra time to get that better. Deshaun Cash at quarterback for the Badgers. First down inside of Gila River territory. Handoff to Manukin. Manukin to the outside, has a blocker in front. Cuts behind the blocker. No one's going to touch Carson Manukin. 10-5, touchdown Manukin.
Ooh, what great blocking on the outside. Carson Manukin saw that hole, just cut it right up in between it. No safety high to stop him for the Hawks. What a beautiful run. Where'd that go? About 50 yards, right? Right at midfield, I think.
I think you're right. So Carson Manukin, and nobody touched him. He came around this right end and had a blocker in front of him, and he cut behind the blocker and took it in for the end zone. Snow scores on their first possession.
So 2 rushes, 60 yards for Carson Manukin. Takes it into the end zone, padding those stats early.
Roberson a little late getting out. He's going to have to hold because Taylor Larson, the normal holder, is going to sit this game out. So Deuce onto the field, takes the snap, it's down, the placement's up, the kick is up, and the kick is good. And the Badgers lead it after 30 seconds of play. Snow College 7, Gila River nothing. We'll be back after this timeout.
CO Building Systems in Ephraim manufactures a complete line of pre-engineered metal buildings of all sizes. Plus, they are your headquarters for custom metal roof and wall panels for your home or business, including all trim and accessories. All of their roof and wall panels are available in several gauges and over 20 different colors. For a free cost estimate or more information, contact CO Building Systems in Ephraim. 800-262-5347. That's 800-262-5347. Online at cobuildings.com.
The 49. No, that's what those live stats are.
Oh, okay. I had the other 49, but that's. Welcome back as we get set to kick off. Snow College Badgers take the opening kickoff, return it all the way out to the 40-yard line, and 2 plays later, Carson Manukin is into the end zone for a touchdown.
Not much more you can ask for there for the Badger offense. 2 run plays, 1 to the left, 1 to the right, 60 yards into the end zone.
And here comes the kickoff for the Badgers. High end-over-end kick, angled to the sidelines, goes into the end zone, picked up at the goal line. Out to the 10, the 15, the 20, and actually just maybe right at the 20-yard line.
I think the return man for the Hawks just thought that was going to roll out of bounds, get it up at the 35, but took a nice Snow College bounce back to the inside, so he had to pick that one up.
So the Badger defense out on the field, and this will be a different defense out there without either one of the Bash brothers.
Yeah.
We're without Cole Bowers and Cole Hogan. Cole Bowers hopefully for just 1 week, and Cole Hogan is out for the rest of the season, but he's here for that moral support here with the Badgers. Shotgun formation, man in motion is Xavier Johnson from left to right, and then somebody moves, we've got a flag.
Yeah, it looked like the left side of that offensive line, both the guard and the tackle moved early, so there must have been a miscommunication there.
Cortland Hill is the quarterback for the Hawks. And he'll be facing 1st and 15 now. Badgers in their home orange uniforms with blue numbers, white helmets. Man in motion again from left to right. Talmoa Payao moves out to the right, comes to the inside, puts pressure on. The pass is knocked down at the line of scrimmage.
Gary, and I think it's kind of interesting, just right at the start of this game, I had a lot of people this week actually asked me what Gila River was and where they are.
Great time. Go ahead. You do it.
Okay.
You know what it is.
So before this next snap, well, they'll go quick. We'll go with the next one.
All right. So it'll bring up 2nd down and 15. Again, Cortland Hill, the quarterback in shotgun formation, brings a man in motion from left to right. That's Jake Detheridge. Handoff to the deep man in the backfield is Ivory Dyson. Or Dyson Ivory, excuse me. No, which way is it?
I think Ivory Dyson.
Yeah, Ivory Dyson.
Yeah, or it might have been number 26, A.J. Murphy there, I think, on that run from Queen Creek, Arizona. Dropped in the backfield. Looked like maybe somebody's down over there for Snow.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Not moving over there at all. And that's, a couple of yards out of off the field of play. Not sure who that is. Why don't we take this opportunity? You tell us about Gila River here.
So when those Maricopa County schools down in Arizona canceled football, you used to have that rivalry with Phoenix and Eastern Arizona and Western Arizona and all those schools down there, and they just canceled down in Arizona. So when they did that, there's still a bunch of kids down there that really want to play JC ball, I think.
And some supporters that wanted kids to play.
So what they've done is they've created these 4 schools down there. Well, 4 teams. I shouldn't say schools. 4 teams down in southern Arizona that play each other. And they're actually going to go with this play with the injured Badger just off the field.
Again, shotgun formation. Hill rolls out to the left, throws, and it's going to be picked off. Coming up with the interception down the sideline, still on his feet. And finally taken out of bounds is Nick Haynes.
Wow, what a play by Nick Haynes to just step in front of that. You can tell Gila River, they're kind of out of sorts there. Not looking near as crisp as the Badgers on both sides of the ball. And Nick Haynes just sitting back there in his defensive back position and taking that one back.
Nick Haynes is the safety replacing Austin Francis, who is sitting out this game. I'll give you a chance to finish.
We'll finish that. How many plays is it going to take to finish?
It's probably going to take a few.
Basically, these kids can enroll in any school, including Snow College if they want, and still play junior college level football. That's what Gila River is. And there's a few other schools down there, or a few other teams similar to this.
Rasul Faison in the backfield. He gets the handoff, breaks it to the outside. He's got the corner. 10, 5, touchdown Rasul Faison from 22 yards out.
Yeah, what? Blocking downfield by the wide receiver as well. I thought that was number 1, Donovan Smith, but he's a quarterback. He's hurt. I don't think it's him. I thought it was number 1 out there, but great blocking downfield by the Badgers to get Faison into the end zone. You see Faison go up to the line of scrimmage, kind of bounce back, realize he has to bounce it outside, and then has lots of room in front of him.
So the Badgers have put 2 touchdowns on the board in less than 2 minutes.
3 plays.
In 3 plays, less than 2 minutes. Yeah. Roberson holds. The kick is up, and the kick is on top of the Bergeson Activity Center. And the Badgers lead it 14-0. We'll be back with the kickoff right after this Utah Heritage Credit Union timeout.
At Central Valley Medical Center, we're committed to offering the best care.
In your life's first moments.
I hope so.
Through your life's biggest emergencies.
In your everyday health.
In those days that mean the most.
Central Valley Medical Center will be there with you through each step and stage of life, bringing the best care because we care, closer to home.
And welcome back once again to Snow College football. Gary Chedester with you as Rasul Fison gets into the MACU end zone. Mountain America Credit Union guiding you forward with affordable financial services and expert advice. Details are available at macu.com. Checking the Central Valley Medical Center scoreboard, Snow College leads at 14-0, and we've yet to play a full 2 minutes.
A minute and 20 seconds off the clock so far.
High but short end over end kick taken at the 15, out to the 20, 25, and down at about the 26-yard line mark at the 27.
It's already getting chippy out there, Gary. That'll be something to watch here to see if the officials start throwing some flags. You've seen a little bit of extracurricular activity after the whistle on a few of these.
Well, the Badgers, as you mentioned, will only run 3 plays here. And they've already got over 80 yards of offense.
Wow.
On 3 plays.
3 plays. Manukin and Faison with touchdowns already.
Rasul was the one that got the 2-point conversion in the win at Butler.
Yeah, huge. Huge.
Badgers shift on the defensive line. Play action. Pass out in the flats is going to be caught and immediately taken down. Out there defensively for the Snow College Badgers is Bostros Alessandro.
Give the reception to Jake Deathridge, freshman for the Hawks. Only really their best offensive play in these first 2 possessions, but only a couple yard gains.
So 2nd down and call it 9. Hill, play action again, quick slant pass. This is going to be caught, and that's going to be enough for a first down. Gila River gets the first down out near the 45-yard line.
Frank Murphy with the catch there for Gila River. Good little pitch and catch to get their first down of the night. Badgers doing a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback every time that defensive line is getting through. Just those quick passes are able to beat that, really, from Gila River.
So Gila River picks up their first down. They're out to the 44-yard line market. Low snap, but Hill picks it up. He's going to go deep. Got a man out there, but he overthrows him. Incomplete. Not bad coverage out there, but the intended receiver did have about a step.
Yeah, I was trying to get the number out there, the defensive back for the Badgers.
Was that Bostros again?
Yeah, I think so.
Bostros Alessandro.
Uh-huh.
So a lot of new names out there if you've been paying attention to Badger football for the first few weeks. And some that have been playing but now pushed into a starting role as well. Like Xavier DeLong is playing safety at the start. Badgers come with the blitz. Handoff goes right in the middle. And there to make the stop for Snow College is Junior Hemuli.
Yeah, Junior just filled that gap well from the linebacker position. Big hit there on the running back for the Hawks.
Junior Hemuli is getting a start in place of Cole Bowers. And on the other, I think, is Alex Clark. I'll have to double check. I don't think that's Clark.
If your name is Hemuli in the state of Utah, you're probably a good football player. There's been a lot through multiple schools.
Back to passes Hill. Sets up the screen and overthrows his intended receiver. I don't think that would have been enough for a first down anyway.
Yeah.
But just overthrew his running back.
Yeah. You know, on those screen passes, you want to let the defensive lineman through. That's the whole point. You know, let them through and let your offensive line down the field to block that 2nd and 3rd level. That time the quarterback for the Hawks, I think, felt these defensive linemen for the Badgers coming pretty quick, maybe even quicker than they wanted them to.
So it'll be 4th down and a punting situation here for the Hawks. 14-0 if you're just joining us. Low snap. Kick is low. Line drive kick is going to take a Gila River bounce. Bounces up, and it's going to be fielded by the Badgers right down the sidelines. And on the return, I think, is Dawson Tanner. Yeah, Dawson Tanner on the return for Snow College.
That almost looked like a pass. It was a nice spiral, which is a great thing for a punter because it's going to hit and usually roll 10, 15, 20 yards, which it did there. Just a gutsy move by the Snow College Badger returner to pick that one up and save his team, probably 15 yards or so out to the 30.
That was definitely going to take more roll for Gila River.
Yeah.
Trip split wide to the right, a single wide out to the left for Snow. Rasul Fison in the backfield with Deshaun Cash. Cash had a great week last week. Back to pass now on first down. Looks over the middle, throws, got a man open, Dawson Tanner, and Dawson Tanner makes the reception.
That's a highlight reel right there, how Dawson Tanner had to dive for that pass. He probably would have had 6 if he wouldn't have had to dive, but what a catch by Dawson Tanner to catch up to that one.
Cash airs it out, and the Badgers pick up a big first down already inside of Gila River territory.
Gila River was showing a blitz that time and then backed off of it. That's a great job by Cash to recognize that and still throw it over the top of those linebackers.
Elijah Irvin, split wide to the right, flag on the play. Montgomery makes the catch. Marquise Montgomery makes the catch inside the 20, but what's the flag?
Catch to number 3, Marquise Montgomery. Brought down by number 29, Katoris.
Illegal procedure on Snow, so that's going to bring it back. First penalty on Snow College.
I think they didn't have enough on the line of scrimmage. You see Zach Erickson very upset at that, and I don't know if he's upset at this side judge here or, yeah, he's upset at his receiver. He's telling his receiver, look out to the side judge, ask if I'm okay, if I'm on the line of scrimmage or not.
So the Badgers went without a tight end. Now they do have, no, they don't have a tight end. So now he's on the line. Same formation, really. You've got 2 wideouts split wide to the left, but now you've got the officials talking.
Marquise Montgomery, the receiver on that last one that gets wiped away because of the penalty, he's taking a trip to BYU next Saturday to watch them take on the Wyoming Cowboys. Interesting to see if he picks up an offer. He does have an offer from the University of Utah as well.
Well, he'll be able to say hi to a former teammate that's up at Wyoming. I'm trying to remember. He never played. I think he maybe had a few downs. Backup quarterback.
Yes.
Cash has a man open. Marquise Montgomery makes a nice move to the outside to pick up a block from Deuce Roberson.
Yeah.
And he's got the first down at the 21-yard line.
That was a great pitch and catch from Cash to Montgomery, but look at the blocking downfield. I don't know if we're going to run a replay, but the blocking downfield from Deuce Roberson turned that from a 8 or 10-yard gain to up to 15 to 20 yards or so there.
Dawson Tanner's going to check in, and he'll be in the slot to the right. The Badgers go with 2 wideouts right, 2 wideouts left. Fison and Cash in the backfield. Cash in shotgun formation. Brings a man in motion. That's Deuce Roberson. Cash rolls out to the right. Has time. Looks in the end zone. Running out of time. And now throws at the last second. And is it caught by Dawson Tanner? Yes, it is.
I was just going to say he just needs to throw that one away, live to play another down. But no. His legs made that one happen. Rolled clear out to the right just before stepping out of bounds. Just throws that low little pass. Nice catch.
Pickup of 7.
Dawson Tanner with another nice catch.
So the Badgers inside the red zone here at the 14-yard line. And they go with trip split wide to the left. New wide receiver in there is Adam Johnson. Back to passes Cash. Cash out of the backfield. No, that's Tanner from his slot position. Tanner keeps fighting for more yards, and I think he's got the first down at the 10.
Yeah, Dawson Tanner stepping up big, kind of in a Taylor Larson type spot out of that slot position, the big long pass, and then a couple of short ones here.
And he's returning the punts in place of Taylor Larson as well. And very similar build. There's been a couple of times.
They look similar.
They go out there, and I'm like, is that Dawson? Is that Taylor?
Similar numbers, similar build. Yeah, exactly.
So it'll be 1st and goal just inside the 10-yard line. Again, man in motion is Elijah Irvin. He gets the fly sweep. Elijah makes a move, and he steps into the end zone. What a shifty little move by Elijah Irvin to get in the end zone.
Didn't need to make a big juke there, just a little bit, really with his ankles. Just his ankles and hips, just get around the defender. A couple more steps into the end zone for a touchdown for Elijah Irvin. What a nice little run there.
So Badgers have put their 3rd touchdown on the board. They lead at 20-0 with the extra point coming up. And getting set to do the kicking duties is Willis. out of the hold of Deuce Roberson. And the extra point is up, and the extra point is good, and the Badgers lead it 21-0 with 9:04 remaining here in the first quarter. We'll be back with the kickoff in 60 seconds.
I'm Dr. Sorensen. I'm a board-certified pediatrician, and I'm the newest addition to the team of doctors here at Central Valley Medical Center. My goal is to work closely with you when making decisions about your child's health. After all, you know them better than anyone else.
I think as a mom it can be really overwhelming to find a doctor who's a really good fit for your family. I look for someone who I can trust. It's so validating and comforting knowing that I can call and get the answers I need from Dr. Sorensen and his staff.
I look forward to meeting you and your child and bringing you the best care closer to home.
Little Caesars of Ephraim and Nephi have expanded to a third location in Gunnison, inside Gunnison Sinclair. Hours Monday to Saturday, 10:30 a.m. to 9 p.m. Come enjoy classics like Crazy Bread.
Kick return by Gila River gets out near the 20-yard line. That time, 21-0. Badgers with the lead here after a 9-yard touchdown run by Elijah Irvin on that fly sweep from right to left. Gila River's going to have their third possession here. 8:56 left in this one. I don't think our scoreboard's working on the screen for you. We apologize for that, but 8:56 left here in the first quarter. And again, Snow College 21-0. Gila River starts third possession here.
Thanks for covering that, Greg. I appreciate that.
Gary does multiple hats, folks. If you're watching these games, you should tell Gary Chittister thanks when you see him, because he works his tail off.
There's going to be a few people that find that extremely hard to believe.
Well, they should come here and do a game with you, because you're running back and forth between the computers and the cameras and broadcasting, and it's a sight to see, folks. I just sit here and talk.
You're entertained by my panic.
I just sit here and talk, so I got the easy job. 5-yard penalty winner against Gila River there.
Cortland Hill back to pass out of shotgun. Has time this time. Throws it pass out of the flats to Demetrius Warren. No, Jared Wilson. Picks up what, just 2 yards?
Yeah, it looks like a couple yards there, up 14 to about the 16-yard line. 1 first down for Gila River, and that's about their entire offense so far.
Well, they picked up, 1 first down that last one, a big play, and since then, before then and since then, the Badger defense has played well. Pass again out in the flats. Coming up, make the tackle for Snow is Otjo So.
Yeah, big hit outside. Gila River, they like number 6, Jake Deathridge, the receiver. He's caught 3 passes now. Really, all of their passes that have gained a little bit of yardage has been to him, but excellent open field tackle there by So.
So Otjo So will be on the right again. Meek Ogbonna comes out to join him as they send 2 wideouts to the left. So backs off now, Cortland Hill. Flag on the play, back to pass, got a man out there. No, picked off by Otjo So. This might come back. There was a flag on the play. I think it's going to be
offsides on the Badgers. I think they were just lining up in the neutral zone there.
That's too bad because Otjo So came up with the pick.
It was an athletic pick, too. One-handed, just got that one hand up high to pull that down, kind of an Odell Beckham type.
Oh, it's actually illegal procedure.
Okay.
And the penalty is declined, so the pick will stand.
Yeah, so illegal procedure, if you move before the snap on the offense, they're going to blow it dead. But if you're lining up incorrectly somehow, whether you have not too many in the backfield, not enough on the line of scrimmage, it's one that the Badgers can decline, and they obviously do, and have 22 yards in front of them in the end zone is all.
Wow, the Badgers have scored on their first 3 possessions, and they've had good field position. They've started at the Gila River 21, now the Gila River 22. They start at their own 40 and their own 30. And Manukin is back in the backfield. Trip split wide to the left. Elijah Irvin, the lone wide receiver, to the right. Handoff to Manukin. Manukin didn't have a hole where he was supposed to go and reverses the field and picks up about, 6-8 yards.
They look like they're bottled up in the backfield, and Manukin and Feison both they'll just shift that, do that one shift and take it to a different way that it wasn't supposed to go and pick up a bunch of yards.
I'm going to give him 8 on the carry.
Yeah.
So Mnookin lines up to the right of Deshaun Cash. Cash goes with 2 wideouts left, 2 wideouts to the right. Man in motion is Roberson. Roberson gets the handoff. Roberson has a bit of a hole, then runs right into the defense. Now the Badger move the pile inside the 10, and a late flag comes in.
I'm wondering if that's going to be either aiding the runner, assisting the runner. If an offensive lineman for the Badgers were directly pushing Mnookin, they can push the pile. They can't push the running back. Or if it's going to be against Gila River, maybe a face mask.
Well, we'll wait and see here. Personal foul, face mask. Boy, you called the Manti game yesterday. There were a lot of face masking calls, I thought, in that Manti game last night.
Yeah, Carbon was getting a little chippy. Gila River's getting a little chippy here. It's kind of been similar. Manti took a big lead in that one, and Carbon wanted to take a pound of flesh. And yeah, Gila River's been doing that so far as well. Only 1 flag for personal foul, though, for Gila River, but hopefully things don't happen after the whistle like we've kind of been starting to see already.
Mnookin now lines up as a fullback, and he shifts. Tight end shifts as well. Fison, the deep man in the backfield. Now in motion is Montgomery. Montgomery gets the fly sweep, and he's into the end zone. Marquise Montgomery from 4 yards out?
Yeah, your two receivers, your 2 star receivers, Elijah Irvin and Marquise Montgomery, both with a rushing touchdown tonight. You don't see that often.
You don't see that very often. And another thing from last week's game that I really liked was Bentley, the tight end, ended up with 2 receiving touchdowns.
Yeah.
I love it when teams get the tight ends involved.
Yeah, he's only had a few catches this year, but he's 2 touchdowns.
2 touchdowns, yep. So the extra point coming up here. Badgers lead at 27-0. The hold is good. The kick is up. The kick is off the Bergeson Activity Center. And the Badgers now lead at 28-0. We'll be back with the kickoff in 60 seconds.
Little Caesars of Ephraim and Nephi have expanded to a 3rd location in Gunnison, inside Gunnison Sinclair. Hours Monday to Saturday, 10:30 a.m. to 9 p.m. Come enjoy classics like crazy bread, cheese, pepperoni, and 3 meat treat pizzas. Little Caesars also offers wings, dip, soda, and an awesome family meal deal, including 2 liters of soda, pepperoni or cheese pizza, and a crazy combo for just $9.99. Come enjoy one of the best deals in America. Little Caesars, Ephraim, Nephi, and Gunnison.
Want to save money on your internet bill? Who doesn't? You now can save big with a new referral program from MTCC. You can now get a $5 monthly credit for each of your friends who sign up for Fiber Fast Internet or MTCC TV for as long as they remain a customer. Get 10 friends and you get a $50 credit every month for as long as they remain a customer. Now that's savings. Visit manta.com/bringafriend or call or text 435-835-2929 for details. Some restrictions apply.
Welcome back for the kickoff. It's a high end over end kick. Is going to be taken at the 5-yard line, out to the 15. The 20 has a hole, and out over the 25 to about the 27-yard line. On the return, is that 82?
Yes.
Elijah Peters from Gilbert, Arizona.
So, last week, Snow goes up 28-0 on Butler. Butler puts the next 28 on him. Watch out, Badgers. Might be a little different this week. Might be just a little bit different.
I have a feeling it might be.
Might be just a little different this week. We called some games last year, especially at home for Snow, that got a little out of hand early and late. And I was hoping we didn't have as many of those. But this one might be it, Gary. But we'll see. Gila River. See if they can start a comeback here.
Handoff to the running back in the backfield. Does a good job of getting back to the line of scrimmage. Ball's loose on the ground, though. I thought he might have been down, but yeah, he is going to be down. It'll be second. Was that a gain of a yard? Gain of 1.
Yeah, give him a yard or 2 there. Sure.
Gila River's going to go with, well, I guess they do have a man in the backfield. I thought they were going empty. Montrell Thomas in the backfield. To the left of Hill. Hill at quarterback, shotgun formation. Takes the snap, looks to the left, comes back over the middle. Too high. Incomplete, intended for Jake Detheridge again. Detheridge just on a little drag route underneath. But a little too high and too hot. He couldn't hold on to it.
Yeah, not much doing that time again. Badger defensive line doing a good job just to kind of collapse that pocket. They're not actually, these last few pass plays, they haven't been able to get to the quarterback, but doing a decent job at collapsing the pocket around him.
Cortland Hill, the quarterback. He's from St. Louis, Missouri. Third and 9. Hill back to pass, has time, goes deep. Got a man out there, overthrows him, incomplete.
That's an effortless ball that he's throwing. Just a pretty football that he's throwing down there. I mean, it's not on target. It's a little bit long. The 2 long balls that they've thrown, but it's. I mean, you can tell he's got an arm.
And it is a pretty ball, like you say. It was nice spiral, nice tight spiral. But pretty good coverage out there for Bostros Alessandro, as he was step for step with the receiver that time. Dawson Tanner back deep to receive for Snow College. Punting situation. 4th and 9 with 5:30 remaining here in the first quarter. Badgers lead at 28-0. Low snap, and they're going to blow this one dead. I think the wideout over here, DeAndre Walker-Boykin, I think moved early.
And we've got, for the first time, we've got live stats going here. Sports Information Director Drayson Ball, he's doing a great job here at Snow. And
he is.
You can go online to the Snow Badgers website and go to the schedule and then click on live stats, and almost like a game cast on ESPN, just where you can watch it as the plays happen. So it's kind of neat to be able to see that.
Low line drive kick is going to be taken by Tanner at the 38-yard line to the 45. The 50 has a gap, breaks it to the outside, dragged down from behind at the 40. Great defensive effort by Clay Sokol.
Yeah, Dawson Tanner had a good solid 15 yards. The ball was such a line drive, and it was so low that what do they say, outkick your coverage. He had 15 yards ahead of him with not a blue jersey around him to start there. So great return. What do we say, about a 25 or so yard return up to the 39-yard line.
I'm good with that.
Yeah.
So the Badgers start in Gila River territory again. The 3rd time on their 5 possessions that they've started in Gila River territory. New man in the backfield. I'll catch that for you in a second. But I might immediately picks up a first down. That's Bo Hall. That's the first time I've called his name. Don't even know where he's from. But Bo Hall gets his first carry as a Badger.
I was actually going to ask you. So Targi Lamson's your starting running back most games. Carson Manukin, Faison, those two are kind of 2-3. I don't know really. They're all get a lot of carries. I was going to ask you who's number 4.
Because if you
get up 40 points or so, you're going to get some subs in. So Bo Hall is our answer.
Yep.
6 foot 225. Those are some good running back.
And we got a new quarterback in there too. Handoff goes on a jet sweep to Adam Johnson, and Johnson picks up good coverage or good running. But in there is Tommy McGrath for the Badgers.
Might remember that name, folks.
I'm going to tell you what happened here when we get a chance, but the Badgers are going no huddle, so it might be difficult.
Makes our job hard to chit-chat about things, doesn't it?
It does. So your starting quarterback went out in the first game. Your second-string quarterback goes out in the second game. And so you're down to your third-string quarterback with really not much fourth string. I mean, so I'll catch up to that in a minute. McGrath stands in the pocket, gets rid of it into the back of the end zone, and it's intercepted. Just the safety standing back there waiting for that pass and running it out to the 6-yard line. And he's going to be injured, but coming up with the interception is...
I'm not sure if it's 43.
Caden Yellow.
Yeah, Caden Yellowman. Mesa,
Arizona. Okay, so Tommy McGrath is sitting at home on his couch watching ESPN. And before we get on the plane to go to El Dorado, Kansas to play Butler, Coach Erickson decides maybe we need another quarterback in here. So he calls Tommy, and Tommy says, yeah, I'll come back. So Tommy McGrath comes down. They get him enrolled in classes on Wednesday, and he hops on a plane Friday morning and flies out to El Dorado, Kansas for the Butler game.
The life of a junior college coach, Zach Erickson. My goodness. Good for Tommy, though.
First turnover by the Badgers here on the interception. And we got a new quarterback. No, we don't. That's Cortland Hill still. Trying to strip it away is Bostros Alessandro. Joso, excuse me.
Xavier Johnson running the ball for the Gila River Hawks that time.
That's going to be just short of the first down. That's a pretty good gain. Pickup of 9. It'll bring up 2nd and 1. So Cortland Hill, shotgun formation, hands it off to the running back. Makes a nice move back to the right. And on the carry is Elijah Peters, who's actually listed as a wide receiver, but he lined up in the backfield as a running back that time.
Well, yeah, you don't see a number 82 running the ball very much from out of the backfield.
That is 82, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what I saw, sure.
Or is it 88? Now it looked like 88. But he's a wide receiver, too. That could have been Carice Blakely.
Well, this number 2 that's in the backfield right now, Xavier Johnson, is listed as a wide receiver as well. So,
play action, pass out in the flats, out to the 20, 25, 30, across the 30, 35. And another first down, so back-to-back first downs here as Gila River gets it out of their shadow of their own end zone at the 6-yard line and now out all the way to the 34. This is the best we've seen Gila River move the ball so far. Tripp split wide to the right. And Xavier Johnson split wide to the left. A lot of subs on the defensive line. We'll try to get those here for you in just a bit. Back to passes Hill. Under some pressure, throws a nice out, and the pass is going to be caught by Johnson.
Yeah, this is putting together a drive, Gila River. I mean, there.
Logan Ross is now in at the linebacker spot, the outside linebacker. Also in there for Snow is Sony Vunipola.
Where'd this drive start? Wasn't down inside
6,
the 5?
the 6-yard line.
So, 35 yards that they've gained on this drive so far.
Shotgun again, handoff, a little stumble in the backfield. Ball comes loose. He picks it up, and he's going to lose yardage back inside the 40-yard line to the 38.
Wow.
Boy, very fortunate that he was able to go back and recover that fumble. Was that
it was Montrell
Thomas?
Yeah. Yeah, definitely not a good play there for Gila River, but not catastrophic. That could have went back for 6 for Snow.
So it'll bring up 3rd and a long 6 here. At the 38-yard line, they've got to get to the 44. Badgers jump. That's going to come back. No, they blow it dead. Oh, my goodness. If I'm the Gila River coach, I'm a bit upset that they blew this dead if this is against Snow College. But
So they're saying with contact.
Okay,
so if you
so
cross
that's why,
if you cross into the neutral zone and you touch the offensive player, they're going to blow it dead and give the 5 yards. But yeah, because normally if obviously if a defender just jumps into the neutral zone and the ball gets snapped and you're caught in the neutral zone there, then you basically just have a free play.
Right.
But
so 3rd and 1 for Gila River. And this time the offense.
Give it right back to them.
Give it right back. That's the only reason I'm laughing. I'm not laughing because they jumped off sides. I'm laughing because you have 2 plays just back to back like that.
Yeah.
And how often do you see that? It seems like it happens quite a bit.
Yeah, the left side of that offensive line for Gila River just getting a little aggressive that time, which you like to see them at least be aggressive if you're going to jump off like that. But.
So now back to 3rd and 6 and back to the 38-yard line. And they fire up the play clock here. We're down to 1:40 remaining in the first quarter. Snow College 28, Gila River nothing. Xavier Johnson split wide to the left. Joso on him. Montrell Thomas in the backfield to the right of Hill. High snap. Hill recovers it. Sets it up this middle screen. And a great defensive play by Snow College's Meek Ogbonna.
Wow, yeah, Ogbonna just came in like a missile there to take down the Gila River Hawk. That was a kind of a decently designed play that time, that little screen, but Meek Ogbonna read it well.
And he just split the defenders to get back there.
Yeah. One of those blue jerseys should have picked him up. If they would have picked him up, they might have got out to a first down.
Dawson Tanner back deep to receive, standing at his 25-yard line. In punt formation is Gila River. Badgers looks like they might be bringing the rush this time. right up the middle and getting a hand up, but a beautiful kick. Dawson Tanner driving all the way back inside of his 20, sets up the return and gets out over the 20 to the 25-yard line. Nice return, really, for Dawson Tanner, because that was a heck of a boot.
Yeah. I kind of wondered if Gila River maybe didn't have a very good punter, frankly, after that first one, that low line drive that had to bounce to pick up any yardage. But that right there looked like, that was a Division I type punt, high and a spiral, and got it to turn over right where they wanted it to. So
great kick. Badgers, their worst field position of the game at their own 25-yard line.
Yeah. Scored on every possession until that last one when Tommy McGrath threw that interception in the end zone.
And Tommy back out there at quarterback. Trying to see who he has in the backfield with him. I think it is Bo Hall again.
Yeah.
Pass out in the flats, going to be caught. And on the reception is Adam Johnson. Johnson's going to get out to the 25, make it the 30-yard line, a pickup of 5. So normally you would say probably not going to pass a lot, but Tommy McGrath had no preseason at all. And so I think you're going to see him get some reps and throw the ball here. At the end of the first quarter, Snow College leads at 28-0. We'll change ends of the field. We'll be back after this Utah Heritage Credit Union timeout. Utah Heritage Credit Union for auto, ATV, mortgage, and new home construction loans.
At MTCC, we're more than just internet people. We're the connecting your life people. For the past 115 years and counting, MTCC has been the local industry leader in connecting people and businesses by providing professional service with the best options in technology. If you need phone, TV, or internet service for your home or business, come see the experts at MTCC. Call or text us today at 435-835-2929. MTCC, connecting your life since 1907.
I thought there was only one way to do college. I knew I needed training to set me up for a great career, but I didn't have 4 years. Snow helped me discover that college doesn't have to be about sitting in classes, counting down the hours. They showed me a way to get the edge I needed, and fast. The best part was with their low-cost programs and tuition assistance, I didn't have to go into debt. I was able to earn my certificate and start working right away. Snow College. This is college.
Sanpete Steel in Moroni was founded in 1994 and is one of the major steel construction companies in the Intermountain West, specializing in structural steel.
I thought there was only one way to do college.
And welcome back to Robert L. Stoddard Field, Terry Foote Stadium. Gary Chedester and Greg Sterner with you. So we try to get the video fixed. There we go. Badgers have it 2nd and 5. Tommy McGrath, the quarterback, throws the crossing route, and he's got a man open. Still on his feet, finally going to get tracked down from behind. On the catch and the run is True Tanner from Gilbert, Arizona.
Got quite a few kids from Gilbert, Arizona on both of these rosters here. Yeah, nice play by True Tanner to catch that out across the middle, make a couple guys miss, get quite a bit of yards there. And Tommy McGrath just waited. If he would have thrown that maybe a second sooner, it would have been right into double coverage. But he just waited just long enough for True Tanner to break past the defensive back and then put it right on his numbers.
Again at running back for the Badgers is Bo Hall. He's to the right of Tommy McGrath on 1st and 10. Handoff to Hall. Hall coming on a sweep to the left. Cuts in behind the blockers. Makes a nice move. Now it's a foot race, and he is in the end zone. Bo Hall from 35 yards out, and Bo Hall made some nice moves there.
Yeah, he looked great. And then once he got past, I thought the safety was going to have an angle to go get him. But no. Bo Hall turned on the jets. He's got some speed there when he gets in the open field.
So Bo Hall with his first touchdown as a Snow College Badger from 35 yards out. And that happens at 14-13 here in the second quarter. Extra point coming up. Bradford Willis, the freshman kicker, gets the snap. The kick is up. Plenty of height, and it is good. And the Badgers lead it by a score of 35-0. 14-13 remaining in the second quarter, as getting into the Mountain America Credit Union end zone is Bo Hall. Mountain America Credit Union guiding you forward with affordable financial services and expert advice. Details available at macu.com. We'll be back with the kickoff in 60 seconds.
In the days of the mountain men, Cache Valley, Utah became a central gathering place for trappers and explorers. They named it Cache because it was there they would store their goods and come together to trade and connect. This spirit of community continues today at Cache Valley Bank with locations and services throughout Utah, including 3 branches right here in San Pete County. They are Central Utah's financial outfitter. No matter your mountain, they want to see you reach the top. Cache Valley and Central Utah are rooted in grand expeditions. Let's keep that heritage alive together. Discover Cache Valley Bank. Mountains await. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
From orthopedics to pediatrics, trust CVMC as we check the CVMC scoreboard. Snow College 35 and Gila River 0. And the kickoff coming. Only one man really back deep to receive, standing at the right hash mark. If the Badgers kick it to the other hash, they don't. He would have to go a long ways to make the reception. At the 3-yard line, to the 20, trying to get to the outside. Retreats back to the 20, loses the ball. It's up in the air. The Badgers pick it up, and the Badgers will have it at the 5-yard line.
Wow. Man, you thought maybe you'd have a decent return there by Gila River, and it just falls to pieces. Badgers are going to not pad their stats too much as far as yardage here, but maybe put another 6 on the board.
Well, they've only got to go 5 yards to get it in the Mountain America Credit Union end zone. Show your school pride with the Snow College debit card for Mountain America Credit Union. Available now at the Ephraim branch, Mountain America Credit Union, guiding you forward. Visit macu.com. Tommy McGrath, again at quarterback. He's got 2 wide out, split wide to the left. And they've got, looks like split wide is True Tanner once again. And in the slot is Solo Piutau. Handoff is going to go to a new running back and taken down at the 5-yard line. At running back this time is Jalen Thomas from Los Angeles, California. Bishop Alamani.
Yeah. 269 total yards for the Badgers in the first quarter. That would be on pace for how many through 4 quarters? 269.
That would be over 1,000 yards.
Is it American Fork High School? Is
yeah,
that okay?
Yeah.
All right, that's where that education comes in. 1,000-yard pace here. We'll see if they keep that up.
And the handoff again goes to Jalen Thompson. Thompson stopped at the 1-foot-yard line. Well, just inside the 1-yard line.
It's going to be hard to keep up that pace, Gary, if you take the ball at the 6-yard line.
All right. Well, sounds like we've got some audio problems. I'll try to go get that solved here after the Badgers punch this into the end zone. I hope I'm not too optimistic here. Jalen Thompson still in the backfield. Jalen Thompson, nope, play action. There's the slant, and the pass is going to be caught. Who came in from that right side?
See if we can get the number there.
Oh,
number
that's
2.
Deontay Davis.
Deontay Davis, you bet.
1-yard pass. So Tommy McGrath actually has more passing touchdowns than the starter does, Deshaun Cash, in a 41-0 lead.
Wow.
So McGrath to Davis, right? Deontay Davis on the catch.
Yep.
And that happens at the 12-minute and 40 mark of the second quarter.
Well, and while we're waiting for this kick, like you mentioned, Gary, you're up by 5 scores here. That kick is good as well. You're up by 5 scores. And you're up by a bunch, but you got to throw with Tommy McGrath. You got to get the practice in. I know you need to go fix the sound. We can take a break.
All right, we'll be back with more right after this.
This school year will be different.
This year, I'll do my assignments on time.
I will listen to my teacher.
I solemnly swear.
I won't eat any glue.
I'll do my homework every night.
Every night.
Research? No problem.
School, I got this.
This year will be different. Visit Centricom.com to power your education with the best internet experience. Everyone succeeds with School to the Power of Centricom.
And welcome back as we get set for the kickoff. Hopefully we fixed some audio issues that we had with commercials being a little hot, and the Badgers getting set to kick it off. Kick is up and on the way, and this will not be returned as it carries into the end zone.
So I got a text from a Snow College Badger, a proud Snow College Badger, works at Snow College. Kelly Shoppy sent me a text that says, True Tanner is Dawson Tanner's brother, if you didn't know that already.
I did not. That's good to know.
So there you go.
We ought to mention that Kelly is the academics advisor.
I was going to say,
Snow
if
College
anybody
athletics.
would know all the things, all the family, the genealogy, the maybe drama going on with any Snow College Badger football player, it would be Kelly Shoppy. There's nobody that knows them, maybe other than the coaches, other than Kelly.
So another possession here, 7th possession for Gila River. And back to pass, and that's going to be almost picked off. A great job, actually, by Jaquez Modica. Jaquez Modica, who actually knocked it out of the hands of the Badger defender.
Turns into a defensive back that time. Yeah.
Almost picked off by Logan Ross. Or actually, it looked like it was Junior Hamuli, I think. Pass out on the flats. Nice one-handed catch. Wow. Pulling that in was Jaquez Modica.
Yeah. Athletic, good-looking catch that gets you 2 yards. That's what's frustrating. But yeah, a nice catch.
It's a great catch. 3rd down, and let's call it 8 here. 2 wideouts left, 2 wideouts right for the Gila River Hawks. Badgers show blitz. And an offensive lineman moved. And it's going to be 3rd and 13. Well, the Badgers do have a bye next week. And then in 2 weeks, they'll be back home again. And they will take on Georgia Military, who is 3-0 right now. And they are in the top 15. I don't think there's another team in the NJCAA that will play as many ranked teams as Snow College. Deep pass intended for Modica and almost picked off, actually. Good defense by the Badgers.
Mika Ogbonna there just about would have had a look at an interception there. A little bit too tall, but tried to get one hand up on that. But you're right. They really, I don't know if it's Zach Arison that makes the schedule, if it's Rob Nielsen. I don't know if it's combined. Who does that? But Snow did a good job to make this schedule this year. There's not, look, last year, I don't want to be negative. Last year there was 80-0 games and 85, and and there's not a lot of that on the schedule this year. It's a tough schedule this year for the Badgers, which is sure a lot of fun if you're a fan.
Punt, and this is going to be kind of a wobbly kick. Dawson Tanner's going to let it bounce, and it'll go out of bounds. The Badgers will have it inside their own territory, barely. I think they're going to mark it about the 46-yard line. Yeah, it is Zach Erickson, and he's had the philosophy, play the best to be the best. And the Badgers' only loss this year came to number 1 New Mexico Military. They're going to be taking on the number 3 ranked team right now, Iowa Western. Georgia Military is in the top 15. Lackawanna, who we play later on, is in the top 15 as well. It's a very tough schedule.
Well, we'll keep talking about that after this next play here.
I think it's still Tommy McGrath in there at quarterback. He's got 4 wide receivers, 2 left, 2 right. Gila River jumps offside, and they should blow that one dead.
Yeah,
there was contact.
Yeah, don't get somebody hurt over there going for a jump ball when they're blowing it dead here. The tough thing about making a schedule if you're Zach Erickson is where you're independent. I'm sure plenty of teams will say, sure, come on out and play us. Will they come back here? That's the hard thing. Can you get these teams to come back out to Ephraim and play? And this year, most of their tough games, most of the higher-ranked teams are on the road. You do get, what's that next one? Georgia Military is here.
Georgia Military has been really good to play home and home. Lackawanna has been good to play home and home. Yeah. But Georgia Military is another independent. And so they look forward to having that. ASA Miami is good to play home and home.
Yeah.
So 1st and 5 for the Badgers now in Gila River territory, but somebody moved for Snow. And we're going to give it right back again.
As so often happens, as Gary says. That's a baseball term, as so often happens. But the baseball term is when a guy makes a good play defensively in the field, and then they step up to the bat in the first three of the next one. But as it is here, Gary is coining the term that you jump off sides and then you give it right back with a false start.
1st and 10, back to the 47-yard line of Snow College. In the backfield is Jalen Thompson for Snow College. To the left of Tommy McGrath. Handoff to Thompson. Thompson around the left end, stays on his feet, lowers the shoulder. He's inside the 40-yard line. I like him running.
Yeah,
he looks good.
You know who he kind of reminds me of, and this is very early. I'm comparing him to an NFL guy now, but Jalen Warren that played here a couple years ago. A little bit shorter, a little bit powerful below the waist, and was able to duck and get quite a few yards there.
I was going to say the same thing, so I agree with you completely. Here comes the fly sweep. That's not going to go for very much, and in fact, it's going to be a loss of a couple of yards. That's going to be Russell Wilkerson on the carry.
Yeah, one of the better defensive plays for Gila River here. And Jalen Warren, just going back to talking about him, he was mentioned by Mike Tomlin, the head coach of the Pittsburgh Steelers this week, as a guy that went undrafted, and now he's the second string behind Najee Harris for Pittsburgh, a guy from Snow College, and he's getting carries in the NFL, and and Snow's put a lot of guys into the NFL, but it was kind of cool to see Jalen Warren. He wasn't highly recruited out of high school, even after he ran for 3,000 yards at East. Makes it to Oklahoma State and now to the NFL.
Back to passes McGrath, has time, goes deep, and that could be pass interference. There it is.
Yeah.
I thought the defender reached out and grabbed him.
I think Tommy McGrath thought he had a free play here because it looked like Gila River came into the neutral zone and then they snapped the ball right when the guy crossed over, but they didn't throw that flag, but they do get the pass interference flag.
One other former Badger I'd like to mention as well is Derek Wright. I spoke with his grandpa, Ken Olson, in Walmart for quite a while.
Oh yeah.
And he did not make the last cut, but he's been signed to be on the practice squad.
Right.
And so that's a pretty good check for a kid out of college.
Absolutely. If you read some of the things that came out of the Carolina preseason and camp, there was a lot of riders and people that were really high on Derek Wright. He was maybe their best receiver in preseason.
We'll talk more about that. McGrath out of the backfield has Thompson. Thompson makes a nice move.
Ooh.
Still on his feet. He's inside the 20.
Yeah, he's breaking ankles down there to get a few more yards. The first time he lowered his shoulder and got a few more yards. That time he's able to break some ankles and catch a few more yards. And he had to go up high to catch that one.
Maybe we'll save this for halftime as the Badgers are going. But let's don't forget to talk about Derek Wright, because I have a theory of the reason why he's not on the roster right now.
I'd love to hear about it.
Okay.
Yeah, he's because he had a great preseason. He led him in passing or in receiving yards.
And a lot of talk about his work ethic and so forth. Handoff to Thompson. Thompson finds a hole. Thompson lowers the shoulder, drags the pile. Thompson still not going down.
Wow.
And he fights his way down to the 10-yard line, another first down.
Yeah. Again, just doing what he does. I don't know that I hadn't called his name in any game.
No, this is the first time I've seen him. First time I've seen him. First time I've seen Bo Hall. It's been Targi Lamson, and Carson Manukin, and Rasul Faison.
Yeah.
It looks like the Badgers are deep at the running back position again.
Absolutely. Yeah, you've got those three that are really that are just solid, those three starters, but it's fun to see these other guys get a chance.
Hand off to the other running back. I don't think that's Carson. Nope, that's back to Bo Hall again. And Bo is inside the 5, down to the 1-yard line. All right, we got a second. I'm going to give you my theory. You've already signed some big names at wide receiver for big contracts. That's why I think they're there. If you're paying them the big money, you got to keep them on the roster.
Yeah, and especially if you pay them, because in the NFL you can cut a guy and their salary goes away, but if you give them a big signing bonus, you're into them that much.
Right.
So yeah.
Hand off to Thompson. Oh, what patience by Thompson.
Yeah,
he got the ball, the handoff, and he just waited and waited, found the hole, and gets into the end zone for a 1-yard run.
Really had to let that hole develop on the right side, and he did just that half second that he waited and was able to sneak between the guard and the tackle into the end zone.
So Jalen Thompson, a 1-yard run, and he gets in the Mountain America Credit Union end zone. Mountain America Credit Union guiding you forward. with affordable financial services and expert advice. Details available at macu.com. As we check the Central Valley Medical Center scoreboard after the kick, which is up, and the kick is good. And the Badgers now lead it 49-0 with 8 minutes and 31 seconds remaining. We'll be back with the kickoff after this.
Hi, I'm Barrett Hilton. I'm the director of Local 10 here at Centricom, and I'm really excited to show you something new we've been working on. If you pull up a browser and type in teamhive.live, this is our new home for hosting video streaming for Utah high school sports and other events. We realized it was time to expand and grow and to welcome any school in the state that wants to use our platform absolutely free. Bookmark teamhive.live, Utah's new home for streaming high school sports and other events. Powered by Centricom Local 10.
Welcome back once again to Robert L. Stoddard Field. Terry Foote Stadium as the Snow College Badgers lead it by a score of 49-0 as we check the Central Valley Medical Center scoreboard. After Jalen Thompson takes it 1 yard and gets into the Mountain America Credit Union end zone.
So the last 2 weeks, well, we can talk about it after the kickoff here.
Kickoff coming. Very high end-over-end kick, going to be fielded at about the 6-yard line to the 15, to the 20, and taken down at about the 26-yard line.
What I was starting there, Gary, is you know, a lot of the people that listen to our snow games probably know I call a lot of Manti high school games. The last 2 weeks in high school football, Manti up at Morgan had to have a running clock in the second half, the mercy rule. And then last night against Carbon, Manti was up enough on Carbon that they had a running clock. No such rule in college football. So for anybody watching, wondering if you really watch a lot more high school football, there's no rule here. Now, last year a few times Zach Erickson agreed to shorten the second half.
Right.
You know,
they can play a shorter quarter, but they can't run a clock.
Yeah, yep. So we're here for the long haul, folks. That's what we're saying.
Hill goes down the sidelines, incomplete. Good coverage out there by Meek Ogbonna.
Yeah.
And that'll be incomplete. 8:19 remaining.
And I hear D-Bob Bailey down here asking if the crowd is fired up, which even when it's 49-0, you will hear them say, yes, we're fired up if D-Bob asks.
Yep. And I wasn't able to mention D-Bob's name when we were broadcasting for ESPNU, but I will mention it here. Handoff gains nothing. And that's maybe they're going to be generous and give him half a yard.
Maybe the biggest Badger fan there is.
How about athletics in general?
Yeah.
I mean, he will go to North Sanpete. He'll go to Manti. He'll go to Snow College. I mean, it doesn't matter. If there's a game, he is going to try to watch it.
Yep. Great supporter. Good friend of about everybody in the county, I think.
I'll have to, if we have time at halftime, I'll tell you my favorite D-Bob story.
I think everybody has one.
Everybody.
I know you and him get along really well.
Okay, here we go. They're going to take a timeout. We're going to keep it right here for this. Okay, so I get called and I need to go over to Juab and call a North Sanpete Juab basketball game. So D-Bob finds out that I'm calling the game, and he asks if he can have a ride. So I pick him up in Ephraim, take him over to Juab, talks the whole time, which is just great. I mean, it was a funny situation. As soon as I got him inside the doors, so he got in free because he walked in with me in my press pass, he was gone.
Yeah.
I mean, he knew everybody over there, so he was gone. I had done my job. I gave him a ride, and I got him into the game. After that, but he was waiting for me to make sure that I didn't leave him after the game. But I didn't see him for the whole time after that.
He wants to go support his Hawks no matter where they're at. You bet, absolutely. His Hawks and his Badgers, and sometimes his Templars if they're not playing the Hawks.
If they're not playing the Hawks, that's right.
Yep, that's fun. Yep, it's good to have good.
And a lot of people probably
fans
know that D-Bob had an ESPN story about him when he was in Hawaii. They did a story about D-Bob and how he was helping I believe it was the volleyball team, wasn't it?
BYU Hawaii out there, wasn't it?
BYU Hawaii volleyball, yeah. All right, 3rd down and 9, 7:39 remaining here. Badgers move defensively along the line. Gila River's going to change the play here. We're down to 15 on the play clock, so still plenty of time. And now Hill steps up. Now back. 10 seconds on the play clock. Back to pass, looks to the left, under some pressure, gets away from the pressure, rolls out to the right, throws down the sidelines, incomplete. Intended out there for Modica.
I got to hand it to the quarterback, Hill. He had a big man bearing down on him, and he was able to roll out and still get that pass away. It wasn't complete. They're going to punt anyway, but he did a pretty good job just to get away from the rush that time. I didn't get a number of who that was from the defensive line coming up for Snow, but he just went right past the center, so he was coming right up the middle at the quarterback.
He might be like me. I run fast when I'm scared.
Yeah, right.
49-0, Badgers lead it, 7:31 remaining. High snap. Badgers put some pressure on, knock down the kicker, and then the receiver gets knocked down. That's going to be a penalty. And it's going to come to rest. Dawson Tanner got drilled before he could field the ball.
Yeah, Dawson didn't have a chance to catch it. So even if he touched it, it doesn't matter. It won't go to Gila River, obviously.
And after they mark this off, the Badgers are going to start in Gila River territory yet again. They've started at the Gila River 21, the 22, the 39, and the 5.
So I'm not a rules expert by any means. I really need to be better at it, to be honest with you, with the amount of broadcasting we do. But okay, they were marking it from the flag because originally they went back to where it was down, and I was thinking they're not going to count it off from there, right? And they didn't. So it's from where Dawson ran into.
Okay, so they give it to the Badgers at the 40-yard line of Gila River.
I think the only thing that may keep Snow from getting that 269 yards in the first quarter, and we've been talking, could they get to 1,000, is geez, they've got a short field every time. If you give them 80 yards, maybe they could. But
I hope they don't get to 1,000, quite frankly.
No, we don't want that. Yeah.
Pass out in the flats. Nice stutter step out there. Who was that for Snow College? We're getting so many players in.
Yeah. It's not the guys you're calling every day, so you can
yeah.
see it without the numbers. And kind of under these lights, it's kind of hard to see the numbers out there, the blue on orange. So we'll do our best. We can't see on the camera either.
They gave it to Adam Johnson.
Okay.
A gain of 8. It'll be 2nd down and 2. And, of course, I forgot my binoculars this time.
Yeah. We'll just leave it to Mr. Nordfeldt there, the PA announcer, and we'll trust him.
I think he's got 2 or 3 spotters.
He has
in there
spotters. We don't. Yeah.
Good
defensive play there.
Great defensive play. And I can't see that number
either.
either.
To get a number. I don't know if it was 38 there.
95.
Well, I was way off.
Is that Aaron Watkins? I don't know that I have a 95. I don't have a 95, but I'm sure that's who it was.
So lost a couple of yards. Going to bring up 3rd and what are they going to say? About 3 or 4 here?
3rd and 3, I think.
Yeah.
I like it when you say you can't see the numbers as well, because I start thinking, man, am I too old to keep doing this?
I have the worst eyes on the planet, so it's probably nothing to do with age.
Okay. Fly sweep. And the Badgers are going to pick up the 1st down as they get inside the 25-yard line. On the carry for Snow College is going to be Adam Johnson.
Yeah,
they keep calling his name.
Yeah, a lot of teams are going more to this fly sweep action. I haven't seen Snow College do that this much this year as they have today. I mean, you had Elijah Irvin getting a touchdown on a sweep. You had
Marquise
Montgomery on a sweep. And the good thing about that fly sweep action is it makes that linebacker, that outside linebacker, stay true outside. And then you can start running inside off of it. Snow probably won't need it this game, but maybe next game against Georgia Military. Maybe they need that to keep that outside linebacker true.
Well, and you got to remember, everything you show in this game, Georgia Military is watching.
Yep, absolutely, yeah.
Was that Bo Hall again?
Yeah, big old stiff arm out there. What you get at, though, on that is then you start faking that fly sweep, and then that corner has to stay out, and that outside backer or the defensive end that has outside contain has to stay out there, and you can run off tackle maybe if they're a step or 2 outside that gap.
Excellent point. That's why I bring you along.
Got to talk about something here.
That's why you get the big bucks.
Yes.
Under 5 minutes to play here, 4:50 and counting, 49-0 Snow College as we check the CVMC scoreboard. Hand off to Hall. Hall tries to get that first down. I think he's got it.
I think he got it, yeah. Had to spin off that initial tackle. Good hit from the linebacker for Gila River.
Hit hard by Keone Turner.
Check the offensive line. I think Mason Leedy is in there. Mason has been battling a few nagging injuries at the first of the season, so good to see him back out there. Badgers going with tight end on the right side of the formation. Ethan Wood, Dallin Bentley, the other tight end, who had 2 touchdowns last week. Here's that fly sweep once again. And this is going to go into the end zone. Touchdown, Snow College from 14 out.
Great blocking downfield. Just you don't have to make a lot of decisions as the runner when you have blocking like that. And I missed who got in there,
I think Gary. It was Solo Piutau.
Okay. What number's that?
83. Does that look right to you?
Yeah.
With the shovel pass to Solo Piutau, who takes
Yeah.
it to the end zone for a
It's nice when I get confirmation from somebody else.
There you go.
So Piutau gets into the Mountain America Credit Union end zone, guiding you forward with affordable financial services and expert advice. Details available at macu.com. The extra point is up, and the extra point is good, and the Badgers lead it by a score of 56-0 in the first half. We'll be back after this.
CO Building Systems in Ephraim manufactures a complete line of pre-engineered metal buildings of all sizes. Plus, they are your headquarters for custom metal roof and wall panels for your home or business, including all trim and accessories. All of their roof and wall panels are available in several gauges and over 20 different colors. For a free cost estimate or more information, contact CO Building Systems in Ephraim. 800-262-5347. That's 800-262-5347. Online at cobuildings.com.
Welcome back as we get set for the kickoff. Again, Snow College leads at 56-0. We have still 4 minutes and 30 seconds remaining as Piutau gets into the end zone. They're going to call it a pass, I guess, a 14-yard pass.
I think they're saying he just came in front and a little shovel pass forward. A little Utah pass, what they used to be called.
And that is going to carry into the end zone, and he slips. Probably best thing that could have happened here is Gila River will take it over on their own 25-yard line.
Yeah, I think he had thoughts of bringing that out, and those were the wrong thoughts when you saw the Badgers bearing down on him. So I think taking it at the 20.
Fortunate he took a little bit of a slip, yeah. I think. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, take it at the 20 and see what you can do. You bet.
Well, honestly, I wasn't expecting this kind of a blowout in this game. I really wasn't. Granted, Gila River is not at the same caliber as some of the teams that Snow's been playing, but Snow, I think, has gotten better because of the teams they have been playing.
So that little 4-team conference they have down in southern Arizona, Gila River won it last year, that conference. So, they're the best of those 4 teams, I think.
Pass out on the flats. That's going to be a first down and a little bit more. Out to the 39-yard line. On the reception, I think was Montrell Thomas. Tackled by Alessandro.
I think they're giving that one to Stephen Tollett, number 7, I think. But could be wrong.
More likely I'm wrong. Hall rolls out. Under some pressure, and he's going to be sacked back to the 30-yard line. First one there for the Badgers, I think, is Wilson Murray.
Yeah, 96 Wilson Murray out of, what are they saying, Westminster, California.
Number 96 Wilson Murray and number 90 Nikai Pella converge with the quarterback for a sack.
Badger defense is very, very deep this year. Now, they did struggle against New Mexico Military, and talking with Zach Erickson, players were just doing things that they hadn't ever done before. And that is going to be a pick 6 thrown right into the hands Of who? Bostros Alessandro.
Yeah, steps in front. Just nothing in front of him. Green grass in the end zone.
What about a 30-yard return?
Yeah. Yeah, Bostros just read that well. That was a bad read from the quarterback, really. First defensive score. We've had some short fields tonight, but first defensive score for the Badgers. Yeah, they are just winning this on all facets, Gary.
Special teams, offense, now the defense.
Yep.
And the Badgers tack on the extra point and make it 63-0 as Bostros Alessandro gets into the MACU end zone. Show your school pride with the Snow College debit card for Mountain America Credit Union. Available now at the Ephraim branch, Mountain America Credit Union, guiding you forward. Visit macu.com. And again, checking the Central Valley Medical Center scoreboard. From orthopedics to pediatrics, trust CVMC. 3 minutes and 16 seconds remaining here in the first half. It is all Snow College. 63-0. This might be the largest halftime score. I think even with some of the big wins we had last year, I don't remember scoring 63 in the first half.
I remember some being in the 50s, and I think they had missed an extra point or two, so it was like a 54, 55 or something like that last year against, I don't remember if it was ASA. I don't remember which game, but there was a couple of games where they got into the 80s.
Gordon State.
Yeah, Gordon, that's what it is, Gordon Fine Arts.
At
But
Central
this one,
Valley Medical Center, we're committed to offering.
This one's ugly. Yeah, I don't mean.
Don't pull any punches. You don't have to sugarcoat it here.
63 points in the first half. My goodness.
This one is going to be returned from the 4-yard line to the 10, the 15, the 20, and falling forward to the 24, but I think it might come back. Flags came in from every direction. Usually you're going to see an illegal block here or a holding.
So on Gila River's Twitter account, I was looking at their Twitter account before kickoff. We'll hear this.
An illegal crackback block.
Yeah. Anyway, they mentioned that they ended the year last year ranked number 18, and they showed the teams, and it's the teams that I normally see in the NJCAA. So, you're always confused with some of these schools, whether they're a part of the NJCAA or whether they're just kind of a prep school type team. So I wasn't sure, and that's what I thought these guys were considered. But in the NJCAA polls, they were number 18 last year. So
wow,
and here we are, 63-0. So, and Snow has just looked all facets. Really, the only negative thing Snow's had this entire game is that interception by Tommy McGrath in the end zone. And if they didn't have that, they haven't punted. I mean, they've had a touchdown every other possession. So other than that, 63 points.
And defensively, maybe half a yard gain as the Badgers are in the backfield again. Badgers are just really dominating that line of scrimmage, both offensively and defensively. The quarterbacks for Snow have had time to stand in the pocket, find the open receiver. The defense has put all kinds of pressure on Hill, Cortland Hill Jr. So, and I think a lot of that has to do with, the Badgers do a good job recruiting the D-line.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, they had a great D-line last year, I thought. Another one this year. That ball's loose. What happened there? Did that ever get to Cortland Hall?
Or did he fumble that? Or did he fumble that as he was trying to hand it off? I'm not sure. It looks like it's going to be third down here, so that'll keep the clock running mercifully for Gila River here.
Yeah, I kind of glanced away just as that ball was snapped. I didn't notice if it never got to Hill or if he fumbled it as he was handing it off. But it'll be 3rd and 12. Hill back to pass, throws the inside screen coming to the wide receiver, and that wasn't even close.
And a ton of pressure there from, help me with Nephi Tonga. Nephi Tonga. Nephi, I should know that.
Well,
Nephi
it's not
Tonga.
spelled
it's
like
spelled
Nephi
differently.
that you are used to.
Right. Nephi Tonga coming off the edge there. Put a lot of pressure, though. And Hill just had to get rid of that one as quick as he possibly could.
So it's going to be 4th and 12, punting situation from their end zone. Dawson Tanner standing back at the 45-yard line of the Hawks. Badgers only, oh, did he give him a thumbs up? I thought he was saying we need one more. That's something I won't be surprised. Oh, and that just goes right over the head of the punter.
Yeah.
And that's going to be 2 more points for Snow College on the safety.
Yeah, safety makes it 65-0 with under 2 minutes left here in the first half. Snow's going to get the ball one more time, probably decent field position where they have to kick from the, the 20, I think, after
20,
safety.
Yep, you're right. And again, I honestly did not expect this because I didn't think the Badgers did not look good. I'm going to say it. They did not look good at New Mexico Military,
Right.
and they admit it. You know, they were doing things that they hadn't done. They in film, Coach Erickson said, "What, you know, to players, what are you doing here?" And they would say, "I don't know, Coach. I don't know what I was doing." So they really struggled with being in the right place at the right time and doing their assignments. And you can't do that against a team like New Mexico Military.
Yeah, defending champs.
Yeah, and still ranked #1 in the nation. So then they bounced back against Butler and scored 28 points in the first half, and it was quick. It was 28-0, and I thought, wow, okay, this team is bouncing back and looking good, but then they give up, and we went over this in the pregame. So it was a great win, but still not looking as good as, you know.
As last year even.
Yeah,
even
exactly.
the last couple of years. And Snow played for a national championship 2 years ago. Last year they made it to the playoffs, could have been playing for a national championship too, you know, lost in the semifinals, and really just haven't looked as good this year, just to go along with your point. But this one looks just as good as any time.
Yeah. And they're playing a lot of players. They're going deep already in this. Nice kick is going to go all the way back to the 15-yard line. I think it was Roberson. We'll check it here in a second. Roberson breaks a tackle, still on his feet, and he gets into Gila River territory and mark it at about the 40, just inside the 50.
And so what comes down, and we'll talk about this more in the second half, I'm sure, but what it comes down to is what, if you're Zach Erickson, it's not your job not to put points on the board. You know, it's not your job to call off the dogs. I mean, what are you going to do? Take a knee for the first 2 downs every possession and then run it on 3rd down and see if you can get 10 yards? I mean, you can't do that kind of stuff. So it's not like they're chucking long bombs here.
No, they're not.
So how much more can you possibly call off the dogs? You don't have a 6-team offensive line, you know, a 6-string. I don't know. That's just a tough situation if you're Zach Erickson. I mean, it's a great situation. It's a situation you want to be in every week, frankly. But
well, the Badgers just bobbled the snap
I
there.
think they bobbled. I don't think they were falling on that, right?
No, I don't think so. I think Tommy McGrath. Here's the thing that I don't like. The Badgers go shotgun formation almost exclusively.
Yeah.
And
a lot of teams do.
Yeah, and then when you go up under the center, it's a completely different dynamic. I hate that. And I think you're almost better off, even if you're in the, you know, your back's up against the end zone, still go into that shotgun formation, in my opinion.
If that's what you do.
Yeah, if that's what you do. Don't change it. And so now the Badgers are going to let that play clock run down. We're down to 1 minute and 5 seconds remaining.
So they are kind of calling off the dogs. To be honest, they're not in a hurry here.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Oh, are they going to take a knee?
They are going to take a knee.
That, Gary, that surprises me.
Me too.
In the second quarter. I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm not saying Zach Erickson is wrong here. It just surprises me.
Right.
You usually see, even at high school level, you usually see a coach play at least the whole first half.
And even part of the third quarter most of the time.
Yeah.
But again, this one is 65-0, not 32 or 40.
Yeah.
So that will be halftime. The Badgers lead it by a score of 65-0 here in the first half against the Gila River Hawks. We'll take this opportunity for a timeout, a Utah Heritage Credit Union timeout. Utah Heritage Credit Union is your local credit union with offices in Moroni, Mount Pleasant, Ephraim, and also in Gunnison, proud to support Snow College. We'll be back with the Snow College halftime show right after this 2-minute timeout.
I'm Dr. Sorensen. I'm a board-certified pediatrician, and I'm the newest addition to the team of doctors here at Central Valley Medical Center. My goal is to work closely with you when making decisions about your child's health. After all, you know them better than anyone else.
I think as a mom, it can be really overwhelming to find a doctor who's a really good fit for your family. I look for someone who I can trust. It's so validating and comforting knowing that I can call and get the answers I need from Dr. Sorensen and his staff.
I look forward to meeting you and your child and bringing you the best care closer to home.
Want to save money on your internet bill? Who doesn't? You now can save big with a new referral program from MTCC. You can now get a $5 monthly credit for each of your friends who sign up for Fiber Fast Internet or MTCC TV for as long as they remain a customer. Get 10 friends and you get a $50 credit every month for as long as they remain a customer. Now that's savings. Visit manta.com/bringafriend or call or text 435-835-2929 for details. Some restrictions apply. MTCC, connecting your life since 1907.
At MTCC, we're more than just internet people. We're the connecting your life people. For the past 115 years and counting, MTCC has been the local industry leader in connecting people and businesses by providing professional service with the best options in technology. If you need phone, TV, or internet service for your home or business, come see the experts at MTCC. Call or text us today at 435-835-2929. MTCC, connecting your life since 1907.
San Pete Steel in Moroni was founded in 1994 and is one of the major steel construction companies in the Intermountain West, specializing in structural steel fabrication and erection. San Pete Steel's impressive portfolio includes the Hale Theater in Sandy and structures on the campuses of the University of Utah, BYU, and UVU. San Pete Steel in Moroni, where their motto is done right and on time, at 685 East Main in Moroni. Call 800-261-1026, 800-261-1026, or sanpetesteel.com.
Welcome back to Snow College. From Utah. Snow College Badgers lead it here at halftime by a score of 65-0. And it has been all Snow College, obviously. The Badgers have scored with, technically, I guess they've scored with special teams on the safety. That was the snap over the head of the punter.
Yeah.
They've scored with defense on the pick six by Bostros Alessandro. They've set up short fields with the defense coming up with fumbles and interceptions. And the offense has been clicking on all cylinders. We had a very short, I don't think he even finished the whole first quarter, Deshaun Cash.
Yeah, no.
And also Rasul Faison did not play the whole first quarter. Carson Manukin did not play the whole first quarter. So we're to the fourth string running backs, fourth and fifth string running backs, and maybe that's not the. I hate saying fourth string, but they're four on the depth chart.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
I guess
they're doing great. But yeah, they would be number 4 and number 5. I don't know who's 4 or who's 5, but they're
Bo Hall and Jalen Thomas.
Yeah, we're that
or
far.
Thompson have had great outings so far.
Yeah, yeah, and do you want some fun stats, Gary?
I would love some fun
stats right now.
We ought to thank two people I want to thank. Becky Hermanson, who's putting it in the computer. Drayson Ball from Gunnison, who has been hired as the full-time sports information director. As far as I know, he is the first full-time sports information director. We have had sports information directors that have also doubled as coaches. We've had a sports information director that has been in the communication department and done sports information part-time. First full-time sports information director, Drayson Ball, and he's given us live stats where you're going to give us the stats
live
from.
Stats, and, I've only done these games with you for a couple of years now. You've done it for 30 years or whatever you've done it for. The book that he gives us before the game of previous game stats and rosters and pronunciation and history and good job. I'm happy Snow College can pay for a full-time sports information director because it makes our job easier. But here's kind of a fun one.
Okay.
Snow College attempted 11 passes. How many of them hit the ground? Zero is the answer.
I had to think for a second, but 0.
Cash went 4 for 4 for 66 yards. Tommy McGrath, 6 of 7 with 1 interception and 71 yards. 2 touchdowns as well for Tommy McGrath. So no footballs that were thrown by Snow College hit the ground, but one of them was an interception. So that's kind of an interesting little stat there. You got Carson Manukin, 66 yards on 3 carries and a touchdown. That would be a 22-yard average there for Carson Manukin. If you can carry that to every game this season, that'll set some records.
Yeah. And there will be some Division I schools looking at you.
Yeah. Bo Hall with 54 yards rushing and a touchdown. Thompson with 27 yards and a touchdown. Let's see, Rashul Faison, 21 yards and a touchdown, and Elijah Irvin with a touchdown and 16 yards, and Marquise Montgomery with 4 yards and a touchdown on the ground as well. Catching the touchdown passes, you had Solo Puitau? Did I say that right? Piutau. I was close. 14-yard touchdown catch. And let's see, we had, Bo Hall had that one, 35-yard. No, that was a touchdown run, 35-yard touchdown run. And then Deontay Davis had a touchdown catch for 1 yard. So there's the scoring for you.
You just did the scoring summary as well?
Well, that's kind of. After the break, how about you run it down chronologically?
I was hoping you would
go.
do that.
Oh,
okay. All right. So
you're the boss, Gary. I'll do it. I've got it written down just like you do. You're in charge, my man.
All right. Well, let's check the Central Valley Medical Center scoreboard for you before we take a break here. If you're having chronic knee pain from a worn-out knee, which I am no longer, thank you very much, Dr. Robinson, check out the new ROSA knee robotic technology at CVMC. Call 435-623-3200. And we'll take a break here and make it a Utah Heritage Credit Union timeout. Utah Heritage Credit Union for auto, ATV, mortgage, and new home construction loans. We'll be back with more on the Snow College Halftime Show right after this timeout.
I thought there was only one way to do college. I knew I needed training to set me up for a great career, but I didn't have 4 years. Snow helped me discover that college doesn't have to be about sitting in classes, counting down the hours. They showed me a way to get the edge I needed, and fast. The best part was with their low-cost programs and tuition assistance, I didn't have to go into debt. I was able to earn my certificate and start working right away. Snow College. This is college.
Professor Rock here.
The food nanny.
Chandler Scott here.
Samry. Hey, everyone. Hello. I just want to tell you about this amazing,
Excellent. Cool account called My Style.
My Style checking. I'm talking travel points.
Gift card. Concert tickets.
All just for using my account. That's My Style.
So check it out.
Give it a shot.
Open your My Style checking account today.
In the days of the mountain men, Cache Valley, Utah became a central gathering place for trappers and explorers. They named it Cache because it was there they would store their goods and come together to trade and connect. This spirit of community continues today at Cache Valley Bank with locations and services throughout Utah, including 3 branches right here in St. Pete County. They're Central Utah's financial outfitter. No matter your mountain, they want to see you reach the top. Cache Valley and Central Utah are rooted in grand expeditions. Let's keep that heritage alive together. Discover Cache Valley Bank. Mountains await. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Welcome back to the Snow College Halftime Show. Snow College has assembled the best quality, most affordable, and flexible offerings in online education. Visit snow.edu. Greg, you got the scoring summary for us then?
Absolutely, you betcha. Carson Manukin starts us off 30 seconds into the game. Second play of the game, 51-yard touchdown run. Less than a minute later, Rashul Faison with a 21-yard touchdown run made the score 14-0. Elijah Irvin, still in the first quarter, had a 9-yard touchdown run on that kind of an end-around fly sweep, if you will. Marquise Montgomery, the next time the Badgers had the ball, did the same from 4 yards out to make it 28-0. Bo Hall, right at the start of the second quarter, had a 35-yard touchdown run to make the score 35-0. Tommy McGrath then threw a pass to Deontay Davis on that little slant here in the north end zone for 1 yard. Made the score 42-0. Jalen Thompson had a 1-yard touchdown run where he bullied his way into the end zone.
That's a good way to put it.
Yeah, absolutely. 49-0. That made the score. Tommy McGrath had his second touchdown pass, kind of that little, we thought it was a run, but they said it was a shovel pass just right in front of him to Solo Piutau for 14 yards. And then that made the score 56-0. Had a big Bostros Alessandro is who we gave the interception to. Took it back about 36 yards or so to make the score 63-0. And then with about 3 minutes left there in the first half, had a snap over the head of the punter, made the score 65-0 for a safety. And that is where we sit. The one stat that I didn't check before the break there, Gary, 269 yards in the first quarter. in the first half, 345 yards. So really Snow kind of slacked off there in the second quarter and only had 80 some odd yards or so.
We need to talk to him about
Seriously,
that. That's pretty bad.
Ask Zach Erickson in the post-game interview what in the heck happened in the second quarter, man.
I think that's exactly how I'm going to put it. What happened to you guys? You fell apart in the second quarter because you really only scored 5 times in the second quarter. You scored 4 in the first. I mean, you scored more in the second quarter, but your yardage, of course, they had some short fields.
Short fields, interception, return, punt for a safety. Yeah, we're just kidding around, but 345 yards in a half is amazing.
And the thing is it's not helping. I mean, the guys that are, well, how should I say this? The guys that are going to have the best chance of being in the NJCAA for stats and so forth are already on the bench.
Oh, yeah, right. Targi Lamson, yeah, absolutely.
I mean, Targi didn't even dress for today.
Yeah.
But Carson Manukin's already out. Rashul Fison's already out. Elijah Irvin is out. Marquise Montgomery, all your big starting names, they were out in the first quarter.
Yeah.
So you're going to get yardage, but it's going to show the depth of Snow College.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, absolutely. And I'm sure if you're Zach Erickson, you love that. I don't think coaches care all that much about individual stats and stat leaders. I think maybe it helps your recruiting, but they care about wins. And I think, if you want to talk about helping recruiting, look at this. Your 4th string running back's going to come out here and get how many touchdowns. And so if you're a kid in Utah looking for a place to take your talents at the next level, there's a good chance you're going to get on the field if you're at Snow College.
You weren't able to hear it on the pregame interview that I had with Coach Erickson, but I brought up this point that yes, you've had these injuries. I mean, you're on your 3rd string quarterback. Actually, now you're on your 4th string quarterback with Tommy McGrath, and your defensive linebackers. You're going 3, 4, 5 deep now on your linebackers.
Yeah.
And it's a bad thing with the injuries, but actually now you're starting to get these guys some reps.
Sure.
And it actually could be a huge blessing later on this season because you can get those guys rest. You don't worry about setting in a 3rd string or 4th string running back to give Targi Lamson a breather and then bring him back and he's still ready to pound the ball in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you want to know if Bo Hall's going to hit that hole that opens up, or you want to know if Jalen Thompson is going to hit that hole. Well, here you go. They've showed you in a live game that they are hitting that hole. They are lowering that shoulder and not afraid of contact. So.
And you mentioned just exactly in the same words that Zach Erickson did. You can give these kids reps all you want in practice. Yeah. It is not live action like this game is here, and you just mentioned that. All right, so we are at halftime, Snow College halftime show. Snow College is among the nation's top 10% in student success. Turn on your education and visit snow.edu as we check the Central Valley Medical Center scoreboard before we go to the break. From orthopedics to pediatrics, call CVMC. Call 435-623-3200. Snow College, 65. Gila River, nothing. And we'll be back with more on the halftime show right after this.
This school year will be different.
This year, I'll do my assignments. On time.
I will listen to my teacher.
I solemnly swear.
I won't eat any glue.
I'll do my homework every night.
Every night.
Research? No problem.
School? I got this.
This year will be different. Visit Centracom.com to power your education with the best internet experience. Everyone succeeds with School to the Power of Centracom.
Hi, I'm Barrett Hilton. I'm the director of Local 10 here at Centracom, and I'm really excited to show you something new we've been working on. If you pull up a browser and type in teamhive.live, this is our new home for hosting video streaming for Utah high school sports and other events. We realized it was time to expand and grow and to welcome any school in the state that wants to use our platform absolutely free. Bookmark teamhive.live, Utah's new home for streaming high school sports and other events. Powered by Centracom Local 10.
CO Building Systems in Ephraim manufactures a complete line of pre-engineered metal buildings of all sizes. Plus, they are your headquarters for custom metal roof and wall panels for your home or business, including all trim and accessories. All of their roof and wall panels are available in several gauges and over 20 different colors. For a free cost estimate or more information, contact CO Building Systems in Ephraim. 800-262-5347. That's 800-262-5347. Online at cobuildings.com.
At Central Valley Medical Center, we're committed to offering the best care.
In your life's first moments.
Through your life's biggest emergencies.
In your everyday help.
In those days that mean the most.
Central Valley Medical Center will be there with you through each step and stage of life, bringing the best care because we care. Closer to home.
I'm Dr. Sorensen. I'm a board-certified pediatrician, and I'm the newest addition to the team of doctors here at Central Valley Medical Center. My goal is to work closely with you when making decisions about your child's health. After all, you know them better than anyone else.
I think as a mom, it can be really overwhelming to find a doctor who's a really good fit for your family. I look for someone who I can trust. It's so validating and comforting knowing that I can call and get the answers I need from Dr. Sorensen and his staff.
I look forward to meeting you and your child and bringing you the best care closer to home.
Little Caesars of Ephraim and Nephi have expanded to a third location in Gunnison, inside Gunnison Sinclair. Hours Monday to Saturday, 10:30 a.m. to 9 p.m. Come enjoy classics like crazy bread, cheese, pepperoni, and 3 meat treat pizzas. Little Caesars also offers wings, dip, soda, and an awesome family meal deal, including 2 liters of soda, pepperoni or cheese pizza, and a crazy combo for just $9.99. Come enjoy one of the best deals in America. Little Caesars, Ephraim, Nephi, and Gunnison.
Welcome back once again to Robert L. Stoddard Field at Terry Foote Stadium on the campus of Snow College in Ephraim, Utah. A beautiful night for football. We had a little bit of rain, but then it kind of settled down, nice and cool, just what you like on a nice fall evening. So you made the comparison. Jalen Thompson looked like Jalen Warren out there.
Yeah.
I thought Jalen Thompson was very deceiving. I didn't think he was moving that fast, but he made some moves. And really, guys just were barely able to get a hand on him.
Yeah. And that one play he had around the left side, he just ducked his shoulder a little bit to go get even lower. He's already low to the ground down there. Hard to find when he's running behind those big offensive linemen, but he lowered that shoulder just a little bit to get a step on the defender and then get the yardage and a little bit more yardage. But as you mentioned, when he got into the open field, he and Bo Hall both, they could turn on the Jets.
Well, Bo Hall is listed at 6 foot 225, so he can pack a wall up there.
Yeah.
And Jalen Thompson, 5'9", 205.
Yeah, 205 on a 5'9" frame. He's going to, and you can tell he hasn't skipped leg day. He's going to lower his shoulder and run you over.
Every runner that we have has really demonstrated that so far this season, that they're not afraid to lower the shoulder and hit somebody, and especially Targi Lamson.
Yeah.
I mean, he is not afraid to hit somebody, and Rasul Faison is a big kid, and he's not afraid to lower the shoulder either. Carson Manukin, he'll go over you.
Yeah, like he did the very first play of the game.
Yes.
He did that hurdle to gain a couple more yards and get a first down on that very first play of the game. But, there's times where I've seen Targi running the ball, and I'm thinking – it's almost like he searches out the contact instead of which is fun and it's cool and it riles up your fans and your teammates, but maybe sometimes you just need to step out of bounds but that's not their attitude, that's not their mindset,
right.
and you can't you don't want to coach that out of them by any means. You want that dog in them.
That reminds me of Matt Asiata, who played here, played for Utah, and then played for the Vikings. He was that way. He'd break into the backfield, the second level there, and his head was on a swivel like, I got to go hit somebody. Instead of just running down the field, he was looking for somebody and he would go out of his way to run over the safety. I mean, he was fun to watch run, obviously. But
he's one of the best Utah running backs over the last couple of decades. So and had that time in the NFL as well. So he's obviously doing something right.
Yep, it was fun to call his name. And we've had some great runners here in the history of Snow. But this year, and actually in the Zach Erickson era, he has really had a stable of running backs that he can go 2, 3, 4, and it looks like he can go even 5 deep this year and still be very productive.
Sure, yeah, and I'm interested in where Targi Lamson is going to go next level. I don't know that. I have really the only way I would know that, I'm not as connected with the program as you are, Gary, but is when these guys put something on Twitter that they're going to BYU, they're going to Utah, they're going somewhere on a trip, or that they've received an offer. But Targi Lamson's a kid that can most definitely play at the next level, so I'm excited to see where he's going to go.
I'm with you. I think he will definitely go somewhere. I hope Carson Manu can get some looks as well, because I think he could help a team as well.
Yeah.
The one that surprised me that didn't work out was Taylor Larson, who went to Utah State. They just didn't really give him the opportunity that he probably should have had. So he elected to come back here and take another year here at Snow College. Hopefully he can get some looks. If you look at his 40 time, it's not impressive. But if you look at what he does out on the field and catches the ball, and I mean, if you need to pick up 5 yards, you're going to look for Taylor Larson.
Yeah, and I'm going to the very top of the NFL here when I'm saying this. But a guy like Cooper Kupp from the Los Angeles Rams, led the league in receptions last year, the NFL. A guy that can come out of the slot. Again, he might not run a 4.35 40 or anything like that, but he's got sure hands. He can catch the ball, and you can just trust him to get the yardage that you need when you need it. And Taylor Larson reminds me of him.
All right, so the Badgers will come out here to start the second half. They do have 15 minutes on the clock. I was wondering if that would be shortened at all here, but apparently not.
Yeah, we wondered maybe if they would go with a 10-minute quarter, or somebody from Snow College even leaned in and said they're looking at maybe going a 5-minute quarter.
That was me.
Oh. You said that. I was thinking that was when Gary McKenzie came in here and brought us that water.
Oh, okay.
That's wrong, Gary. It's the one sitting right next to me. Jeez, I'll tell you, man. My memory, I guess, huh?
No. I'm just, I get a little loopy when you're up 65-0, and it's way past my bedtime here. It's almost 8:45. So the Badgers will kick it off, and Gila River will be back deep to receive. They really have kind of an unusual return here, because usually if you've got one guy deep, you put him in the middle of the field, and he's always coming to the right hash mark.
Yeah.
I don't know why Snow hasn't tried kicking it to the left hash or the other hash mark.
I wonder if they've scouted that something with Snow, that they always kick to the left. I don't know that. Ooh, big ol' hit.
Yep, out to the 20-yard line, 25. And that is all Joseph Pan.
Joseph Pan, big hit there. Turned the Gila River kid backwards quick.
So some of these players are new to the roster here. We finally got an updated roster, so we've got all the numbers and names correct, but we don't have some of the places where they're from. So Joseph Pan, 6-foot freshman, 215-pound linebacker. I don't know where he's from, but as you mentioned, big hit right there.
Kind of fun to see where some of these kids are from. You see their name, and you maybe don't remember them in high school, but then you look over and see that they were from Lehigh High School or whatever, and you remember them when they were a prepster. So,
1st and 10 from the 20-yard line. Hill, the quarterback. Cortland Hill brings a man in motion from left to right. Handoff, and not able to get back to the line of scrimmage. I think on the carry was that Montrell Thomas.
Yeah, Hartman Rector in there on the stop, number 5 for the Badgers. One of them in there. There was about 4 of them in there, but he's the number I saw first, so we'll say his name first.
All right. I'll add, if I can, Wilson Murray.
There you go. There is just nothing doing for Gila River when they try and run today, and so 65-0, clock running here, 14 and a half left in the third quarter, but in high school you can put in the freshmen.
Right.
You can put in the sophomore. You don't got that in college. You don't have that, so.
Hill under some pressure, and he is going to be sacked. Looking downfield, and there was just nobody open.
Trying to get a number on that jersey. I can't tell if it's 98.
Is it
96?
Yeah.
Wilson Murray.
Yep.
With another sack there.
Also in there on that play was Vili Tuitama, who is now on the defensive line out there as well. And you mentioned Hartman Rector is on the near side on that defensive line. So third down and call it 12. Back to passes Hill. Hill going to throw that wide receiver screen, and that's going to be swallowed up after a gain of 1. So that'll be a punting situation again.
You know, what else do you say defensively there, Gary? I mean, what do you say? There's just nothing doing. You try and run the ball. You try and throw the ball. You try. Snow is just that good defensively.
They are just swarming, and it's all new players out there too.
Yeah.
It's not like they're running the starting D out there on you right now.
I'm trying to get this number that came off and did a cartwheel. That was athletic. Is that 90? Right there, we got to get Nephi Tonga. Man, if he goes back and watching this, I see a young man. I see that.
I'll talk about Nephi Tonga here in a bit.
Was it 80? No, that was Nephi Tonga. Yeah.
Punt is going to be fielded on the run in traffic right at midfield.
Was that Dawson Tanner that went and got that one? That was that was a gutsy catch there right at midfield. That's one where I think most kids probably would have just let that drop. Or was that Deuce Roberson out there?
I think,
Not
it
sure.
might have been Deuce.
Yeah.
Might have been Deuce.
Yeah,
I didn't see Dawson.
Yep.
Did I tell the story that I said I was going to tell?
Nope, Nephi Tonga.
No, I thought I had one before that.
No, we got many stories.
We
here,
got
Gary.
many stories.
12:43 left here in the third quarter and a 65-0 lead. Tell it, brother. Tell the story.
All right. Well, we got Tommy McGrath back in at quarterback for the Badgers.
Be interesting if we see Max Barker. He's the next quarterback listed on there.
I think we will. Handoff. Oh, lowering the shoulder and standing up the defensive back on the carry is Bo Hall. Normally you see the defense stand up the running back, but that time Hall just really lowered the shoulder and ran right over the defender.
Low man wins. Bo Hall won that one. 5-yard gain, but it would have been only about a 2-yard gain without the lower in the shoulder.
Well, I forgot the story that I was going to tell at halftime, so I guess I'll have to tell the Nephi Tonga.
Make up a different one.
Nephi is a talker. I tell you, he is a funny kid. He is going all the time.
Okay.
And so we check in for the flight last week to El Dorado, Kansas. We fly into Wichita and then drive to El Dorado. And he gets on the plane like before everybody. And I'm like, how did you get on the plane before? He says, oh, because I talked to Patty. I said, Patty? Who's Patty? And he says, oh, it's the lady that checked us in downstairs. He says, nobody else had talked to Patty, but I talked to Patty, and so she put me in the A list. So I get on the plane, and Nephi's there, and then he's talking to everybody. Do you want to sit by me? Do you want to sit by me?
No.
Nobody wants to sit by me.
No, they want to sleep or put in their headphones.
So I said, all right, I'll sit by you, Nephi. Thanks, man. Thanks for sitting by me. He is a character.
3-yard run, and another 2-yard run, we should say, bringing up 3rd and 3.
And the Badgers are going to run the play clock all the way down.
Yeah,
here.
they're not even lining up until it's under 15. Was that a chartered flight that you guys get, or is
no,
it just? Oh,
no.
Okay.
Southwest Airlines and
just with the regular folks.
Just regular folks.
Is there
and
60 people from Snow on the flight?
We actually travel 70, 58 players and 12 others.
Wow. Another end around here.
And is this Tom? Oh no, it's an end around, and it's going to be Adam Johnson.
Wow, he hit the.
Oh my goodness!
Hit the hole hard. And
43 yards, Adam Johnson.
Wow. He just turned on the jets. If we had replays, man, I would like to see that again because he got into the secondary and it looked like there was a couple of guys that maybe would have had an angle on him, but Adam just turned on the jets and ran away from him.
So Adam Johnson is a wide receiver. He's a sophomore from Bremerton, Washington, played his prep days at Olympic High School, and this is the first I've seen him, and he looks good.
Yeah. Yeah, that was speed. Another one of those end arounds. Again, they've ran that all night. Looks like it might be a focus for him.
And the PAT is no good as the snap was bobbled, and I think part of the problem is we had our third string holder in right there. But getting into the Mountain America Credit Union end zone is Adam Johnson on a 43-yard run. And Mountain America Credit Union is guiding you forward with affordable financial services and expert advice. Details available at macu.com. We'll be back with the kickoff right after this Utah Heritage Credit Union timeout. Utah Heritage Credit Union for auto, ATV, mortgage, and new home construction loans.
Want to save money on your internet bill? Who doesn't? You now can save big with a new referral program from MTCC. You can now get a $5 monthly credit for each of your friends who sign up for Fiber Fast Internet or MTCC TV for as long as they remain a customer. Get 10 friends and you get a $50 credit every month for as long as they remain a customer. Now that's savings. Visit manta.com/bringafriend or call or text 435-835-2929 for details. Some restrictions apply. MTCC, connecting your life since 1907.
And welcome back as we get set for the kickoff. Apparently Joseph Pan goes by Tui, so we apologize and make that correction. This kickoff is going to be taken at the goal line, out to the 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, breaking to the outside. Got an angle. This one could be returned. No, the Badgers finally force him out of bounds in Badger territory. On the return is Jaquez Modica.
True Tanner is the one that chases down Modica on that return. Best play of the night, I'd say, there for Gila River.
They'll be in snow territory and start a drive in snow territory. They're going to mark it at the 38. No. Well, he was standing at the 38, and then he moved up to the 36, and now back to the 37.
Somewhere in between.
So at the 37-yard line, Gila River will have the ball in Badger territory. Again, coming out is Cortland Hill Jr. at quarterback. 10 minutes, 31 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Play action, pass is tipped at the line of scrimmage, incomplete.
Looks like a new quarterback, right?
Oh, yeah, it is new quarterback. Thank you.
Looks like Bryson Davis Wesley, 6'4", 190 quarterback out of Grandview, Texas. And that, I didn't even notice the number. The reason I noticed that was a different quarterback is that wind-up and delivery was not as pure as the starting quarterback Hill.
Well, thank you for catching that. In the backfield is A.J. Murphy, and he'll be standing at the left side of Bryson Davis Weasley. And he gets the handoff, tries to go straight ahead and runs into the massive humanity that is the defensive line of the Snow College Badgers.
Yeah, absolute brick wall there. There's nothing doing up the middle for sure for Gila River.
Vili Tuitama is one of the ones in there. Also Siaki Lesa. So who texted you that? Was that Kelly again?
Yep, Kelly.
All right, Kelly, thank you. Maybe we need Kelly up here in the booth.
I was going to say, get a third microphone. Let's get
what are you doing, Kelly? Come on.
The stories that she could probably tell about these Snow College Badger players would be quite fun.
All right,
I'm sure she knows them well.
We need to have Kelly as our halftime guest.
There you go. All the players would be afraid of what she's going to say, though.
Back to pass, and the pass is going to be caught enough for the first down, but then retreated, but then still picks up the first down to the 26-yard line.
Avery Weston on the reception that time for Gila River.
Okay. So Bryson Davis Wesley picks up the first down. Down to the 26-yard line, just enough for the first down. Two wide out, split wide to the left. One wide out, split wide to the right. That's Avery Weston. And Davis Wesley looks to the sidelines. Resets the play, looks over to the sidelines again. Down to 9 seconds on the play clock. Moves the tight end from the left to the right. And hands it off on a run to the right. And picking up 3, maybe 4 yards on the carry. I was going to say that was
4. Same guy.
Montrell Thomas.
Yeah, and it looked like it looked like that play was designed to go a little bit more outside, and Snow College didn't allow that, but good job by Thomas to cut that back inside and get a few yards there on first down.
Trying to catch all the players that have got in for Snow College. And I am having a hard time seeing some of the linebackers here. I was going to try to catch that. Handoff goes again to Thomas. And Thomas is going to pick up maybe 3-4 more yards. It's going to bring up 3rd and short. So it looks like Tui Pon. We don't know where he's from.
Provo.
Oh, is
Kelly,
he from Provo?
Kelly
she
said
said Provo. Thank you.
Yeah,
that was not on our roster.
Yeah.
So Tui getting some good minutes. Also out there is Spencer Tauteoli. 6'1", 245-pound linebacker. Tight end goes in motion from right to left. Hand off to new running back who's got a first down and trying to get in the end zone. Inside the 5. Flags come in from everywhere. I think we might have a face mask.
I think that was A.J. Murphy, 26. Do I got that right, Gary?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, that was a nice run. Hit the hole hard, juked, planted that right foot and went to the left, but we'll see if he... And a face mask going to tack onto it. Definitely the best sustained drive by Gila River, by far, honest. Not even close. Tonight, 71-0, you know.
So will Gila River be able to get in the end zone against this Badger defense? First and goal from the 3-yard line.
Definitely pride both ways. We'll see.
Timeout is going to be taken.
Or is it just an official
timeout?
I think an official maybe just.
Now they fire the clock back up. 7:20 and counting. Badgers lead at 71-0 here in the third quarter. Gila River is threatening to score. They've got trips wide to the right. Now they bring the slot receivers in closer. Back to pass is Wesley. Rolls out, buys some time, has a man wide open in the end zone, and he drops it right in the breadbasket of the receiver. He could not hold on to it. I think that was A.J. Murphy out of the backfield. Or actually, I think he'd lined up in the slot that time. So it'll be second and goal.
Yeah, Bryson Davis Wesley did a good job there to roll out and put it right where he needed to on his receiver. It was maybe a tiny bit low, but kind of had to keep it down there. And
definitely catchable, I thought.
Oh, sure, for sure. Yeah, just couldn't go down low enough to get that one.
Handoff, ball is fumbled, ball is loose on the ground.
And I think
still loose.
Oh, wow,
that
you got some grease on that football.
That was a long time on the ground with nobody covering it up. So if Gila River gets it, they're going to lose a yard or two.
Snow thinks they have it, but
I've seen them do that before, and they've been wrong.
Yeah. Every team does that every time there's a fumble. So yeah. We'll see what the White
I
Hat
think it's
says.
going to be Gila River ball.
Yeah, that's what's going to bring.
They're going to talk it over. But the defense is still out there. I think they might have a hard time deciding where to put this, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know what you would talk about.
I don't either.
It's either
snowball or it's Gila River ball.
Yeah. There's no. I don't see a flag out there.
I don't see a flag either. But it is a referee huddled there at about the 6-7 yard line. I think they're going to place this at the 5. Here comes the word from the referee. Inadvertent whistle. They're not even going to count that as a play.
Wow.
You got to be kidding me.
Wow.
All right, so it's still second down, and put it back at the 3 yard line. So we had a lot of action for nothing. Second and goal for Gila River. New quarterback is Bryson Davis Wesley. And he's got Montrell Thomas in the backfield with him. Back to pass. Hit as he throws. Pass is caught, but that's going to lose yardage. Back to the 5 yard line. Great defensive effort out there for Snow College's Ty Smith. Ty Smith, where's he from, Kelly?
Number 47, Ty Smith, 6 foot, 175.
Is she going to text you?
Yeah, we'll see.
Tell us. That's going to be a loss of 1 back to the 4 yard line. It'll be third and goal from the 4.
Just open field tackles. There's been very little yards after catch for Gila River today. When they do catch the ball, Snow is right on top of them.
Wesley steps up under the center, now backs up. Now makes a trip back up to the line to make the play call. Thomas in the backfield to his left on a big third down. Hand off to Thomas, and he is wrapped up in the backfield. But a flag on the play, illegal procedure, is going to set it back 5 yards.
It's the most fun we've had in about a quarter here or so. Just it's good competitive Gila River drive down to inside the 5 yard line, but knocking them back again. We'll see if they have the pride and can punch this one in.
Well, I'm a little bit offended that Kelly's texting you and not me.
Coached her kid in football for years and basketball. And
you've got more time to check. You're pretty good at checking texts. I get focused and don't even look at it. So third and goal from the 9 now for Gila River. Again, Thomas in the backfield. Back to passes Davis Wesley. Pump fake. Rolls out to the right. Throws it into the end zone. Tipped. And did he come down with it? No, they're going to say incomplete. That was almost picked off. And I'm trying to see who it was.
He had Montrell Thomas coming out of the backfield open. If he would have saw that right at the start of that play, and then Snow College was just able to recover and knock that one away.
Stockton Bramwell almost came down with it out of American Fork High School.
Hey, he's your guy.
He's my guy.
Yeah.
A caveman.
Yeah.
And timeout is going to be taken by Gila River. We'll take this opportunity for a timeout as well, a Utah Heritage Credit Union timeout. Utah Heritage Credit Union is your local credit union with offices in Moroni, Mount Pleasant, my favorite branch, the Ephraim branch, and Gunnison, proud to support Snow College.
At MTCC, we're more than just internet people. We're the connecting your life people. For the past 115 years and counting, MTCC has been the local industry leader in connecting people and businesses by providing professional service with the best options in technology. If you need phone, TV, or internet service for your home or business, come see the experts at MTCC. Call or text us today at 435-835-2929. MTCC, connecting your life since 1907.
And welcome back once again to Snow College. And yeah, Bob, I don't look at my texts very often. Bob Trithal's offended now because I'm not looking at my texts.
Bob Trithal did this for years with you. Before texting would have been a thing, but I don't see Bob Trithal as one that would have been looking at his texts if texting was a thing.
Oh, during a game?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he would have.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Really? Okay. That surprises me.
Fourth down. Gila River going for it on fourth down. Going into the end zone. Incomplete. Gila River wanted a pass interference, but it's not going to be called, and the Badgers will hold and take it over on downs.
Yeah, some pride out there for this unit of the defense of the Badgers to keep that 0 up on the scoreboard there.
A game like this, 5:20 remaining in the third quarter, Snow up 71-0. It would be hard to keep Bob Trithal in the booth.
He'd be going down and getting a pizza. I could smell the pizza at halftime. It smelled pretty good up here.
I thought about having a bite, but
yeah, they usually bring it out there by the scorers.
It's out there if you want it.
Yeah, no, it's hard to do that and then keep broadcasting a game.
And we ought to mention it's a Little Caesars pizza, and we will have the Little Caesars player of the game.
Oh, all right.
We'll have the San Pete Steel man of the game as well.
Mm-hmm.
And the big question is Tommy McGrath still at quarterback? Yes, he is. Tommy McGrath at quarterback. And handoff in the backfield. Thompson started right, came back to the left, now goes back to the right, and is out over the 15-yard line near the 16.
I think Carson Manukin and Taylor Larson were some of your favorite players coming from last year. You like saying his name.
I like saying Manukin.
I think Thompson might be moving up here.
He might be.
Yeah.
He
Thompson,
is shifty.
Fun.
He is shifty back there.
Yeah, absolutely.
So Tommy McGrath at quarterback has 3 wideouts split wide to the right. And I tell you, in a game like this, and granted, this is not a caliber team as Butler, and I don't mean that derogatory, but Butler is a very good team.
Sure, top 10.
But you get these guys playing like this, if you're a starter, you might be thinking, am I still going to be starting next week?
Yeah.
Because they didn't get the reps. Handoff to Thompson. Thompson's out over the 20-yard line. That's enough for a first down, and the Badgers will move it.
Well, and you talked a little bit about Tommy McGrath just coming. I mean, he wasn't enrolled at Snow at the start of the semester. Got him enrolled in time to where he can come and play when they had some injuries, and you talked about that earlier. The thing that's too bad is if this was a little bit more competitive, man, it's a game you would really like to get him some real reps of dropping back, standing in the pocket, trying to deliver the ball. And you just, when you're up 71-0, you just can't be doing that. You can't be chucking the ball around, but you would really like to.
Exactly.
With him just coming in this late, not going through fall camp and whatnot.
Yeah, Tommy's last practice was probably before Christmas.
Yeah.
Because I don't think he would have done anything in the spring either, because he was looking to move on. Man in motion. Here comes that fly sweep once again. And that's going to be a gain of about 7 or 8 yards on that carry is going to be Russell Wilkerson from Fort Worth, Texas.
Yeah, I'm interested to see in upcoming games if the Badgers keep doing that fly sweep, if that's become a part of their offense. I just don't remember it that much this year before this game.
Hasn't been.
Yeah, so it's interesting if that's just something they're trying to establish.
It'll be 2nd and short. Again, the Badgers running a lot of play here.
Yeah, a lot of play clock.
A lot of play clock running down. They've got Eli Wells listed as outside linebacker. Pretty sure he's an offensive lineman. Now McGrath back to pass, and he's going to throw the pass. It's incomplete, intended out there for Adam Johnson.
Adam Johnson's another one.
Yeah,
kind of like Jalen Thompson. That's had a really good second half. Had the only touchdown here in the second half, a 43-yard touchdown run.
And he's going to come off.
Yeah, he's kind of upset he missed that one. He's slapping his hands.
So you've got True Tanner split wide to the left right now. And in the slot, you've got Russell Wilkerson. In the backfield, you've got Thompson with Tommy McGrath, and you've got a wide out wide to the right on 3rd and short. Pass is going to be out on the slot to Wilkerson. Wilkerson's going to have the first down, still on his feet, and out near the 40. In fact, I think they're going to give it to him right at the 40, first down.
So you have a guy in the slot position, really soft coverage in front of him. Tommy McGrath recognizes it, just pitches it out to him, lets him run, get the yard after catch, enough for a first down, keeps the clock running.
2 minutes and 30 seconds and counting. Badgers lead it 71-0. So here's a question for you.
All right.
There's been a lot of talk about not giving the quarterback the total yards on a reception.
Yeah, I've seen that. I've never thought of that until maybe 2 weeks ago. You must have seen something.
I don't
too.
agree with it.
Yeah,
though.
I don't know. I don't know why. The only thing I could think is if you wanted to have some sort of advanced metric that shows shows a quarterback where he's actually delivering the ball.
But maybe make it yards after contact. I could see giving the receiver that, but.
Yeah.
If the quarterback's giving the ball to a wide-open guy, he should get all the credit.
Yeah.
Thompson, another big run, and a gain of 12 yards. Make it 13 now as they mark it at the 47-yard line of Gila River. Thompson looks good.
Yeah, right side of that offensive line for Snow College doing their job, creating that hole for him. He can hit it hard.
Good point. We ought to mention, I mean, he's hitting the hole, and he's seeing the hole, but that offensive line is giving him some room to run here. Joseph Nelson out there is at left tackle. If I can catch some other numbers here. Is that 61, John Hunt, a redshirt sophomore?
Yeah, I thought I saw 51 Isaiah Jott out there, but he's not going to be out there at this time.
No.
Yeah, he's...
Handoff to Thompson. Thompson breaks a tackle in the back and still gets loose. Holy mackerel. Thompson just is not going to go down with the first guy there.
Wow, that was fun.
Just as we mentioned, all the offensive linemen that time, they let him through, and Thompson was just swarmed.
Might be the funnest 3-yard loss I've ever seen.
I agree.
He broke a couple of tackles on that 3-yard loss.
I thought I did not see a correct number out there. Didn't I mention Joseph Nelson already?
Yep, that's the only one.
I'm
trying to.
He's the only one that has his back to me.
Yeah.
So I can see who it is.
Come on, guys.
There is John Hunt.
Okay.
He's playing center right now in place of Hunter Beddoes, I believe. Thompson on a sweep to the left. Makes a nice move. Gets forward. Gets the 3 yards he lost. And gets it back to the 47-yard line. It'll bring up 3rd and 10. So it's been Jalen Thompson and Bo Hall pretty much from the second quarter until now.
Yeah. Luke Whitworth is another one of those offensive linemen out there. I'll help you out at the end of the third quarter here.
All right, that is the end of the third quarter. Badgers lead it by a score of 71-0 as we check that Central Valley Medical Center scoreboard. From orthopedics to pediatrics, trust CVMC. Call 435-623-3200. We'll take a Utah Heritage Credit Union timeout. Utah Heritage Credit Union for auto, ATV, mortgage, and new home construction loans. We'll be back with the fourth quarter in 60 seconds.
Sanpete Steel in Moroni was founded in 1994 and is one of the major steel construction companies in the Intermountain West, specializing in structural steel fabrication and erection. Sanpete Steel's impressive portfolio includes the Hale Theater in Sandy and structures on the campuses of the University of Utah, BYU, and UVU. Sanpete Steel in Moroni, where their motto is done right and on time, at 685 East Main in Moroni. Call 800-261-1026, 800-261-1026, or sanpetesteel.com.
I thought there was only one way to do college. I knew I needed training to set me up for a great career, but I didn't have 4 years. Snow helped me discover that college doesn't have to be about sitting in classes, counting down the hours. They showed me a way to get the edge I needed, and fast. The best part was, with their low-cost programs and tuition assistance, I didn't have to go into debt. I was able to earn my certificate and start working right away. Snow College. This is college.
And welcome back as we start the fourth quarter. And Kelly Shoppy says Ty Smith has a brother, Matt Smith. So we've got a couple of brothers playing for the Badgers.
That'd be cool.
Third and 10. McGrath back to pass. Goes over the middle. Got a man wide open. Enough for the first down, but off the hands of Johnson, incomplete. Tommy McGrath just underthrew that one.
How fun would it be to go to the next level after high school and play with your brother? That would be pretty fun.
That is pretty cool.
Yeah, that would be neat.
So we're going to see the first punt of the game.
First what? What is it?
First punt of the game for Snow College.
I'm not sure I know what that is.
Well, I'm not 100% sure they're actually going to punt it.
Snow has a punter?
Jackson Walker is on to punt it away.
All right. He's the least worked player of the night.
Can you believe the first punt for Snow College comes at 14:55 in the fourth quarter?
Yeah.
And
beauty.
Yeah, big high kick.
Oh,
and it's going to bounce. And actually takes a Gila River bounce. And they're going to be down at the 11-yard line.
I'm going to make a prediction that Jackson Walker wins the Steel Man of the game for Gary Chittister. Jackson, I love you, buddy. If he comes back and watch, you're not winning the Steel Man of the game, my man.
No, it might be hard to choose.
How about if he gets 2 more punts in this fourth quarter, and both of them are inside the 5-yard line, we give him the Steel Man of the game. I'm going to tell you right now, that's what we're going to do.
I really doubt he's going to punt it 2 more times.
Something fun to watch here.
All right.
That keeps us entertained here.
All right, out there defensively is Kini Vunipola for the Badgers in a defensive back, playing actually a safety position. Handoff is dropped, and the Badgers are going to come up with it at the 5-yard line. Is that Hardman Rector that came up with the fumble?
Sure,
yep.
Got that one, yeah. Just a bad handoff there, and Snow College is in the backfield as they have been all night. And recover it, and we'll see where are they going to put that, about the 5, right? Is that what you said?
That's where I thought it was. Hartman Rector with the fumble recovery. Well, actually at the 6.
6-yard line. Pad those stats.
I'm going to mention another offensive lineman I just saw. Well, no, I guess he's a defensive lineman.
You see Mason Leedy. Is that 63 out there?
No, Luke Whitworth I just saw just come off.
Okay.
Who did you say Leedy is out there still?
Mason Leedy, number 63, I think.
Eli Wells is out there on the offensive line. And
yeah, both lines have done stellar jobs tonight for the Badgers, defensive and offensive. Handoff.
That fly sweep once again.
There you go.
And instead of going way outside, breaking it to the inside, is number 80, Matt Smith, with the touchdown.
There you go.
You know, and you can't say Snow College is running it up here.
No, what do you do?
When you recover a fumble at the 5-yard line and you run a run play and you score a touchdown, that's what's happening here.
Yeah, makes it 77-0.
So getting into the Mountain America Credit Union end zone is Matt Smith. So that must be the other Smith that we were just talking about.
Oh, yeah, the brother.
Yeah, there's the brother. Just got in the end zone. The PAT is good, so the Badgers lead it now by a score of 78-0 as we check that Central Valley Medical Center scoreboard. If you're having chronic knee pain from a worn out knee, you can check out the new ROSA knee robotic technology at CVMC. Call 435-623-3200. We'll be back after this Utah Heritage Credit Union timeout.
Professor Rock here.
The food nanny.
Chandler Scott here.
Samry. Hey everyone. Hello. I just want to tell you about this amazing,
Excellent. Cool account called My Style.
My Style checking. I'm talking travel points.
Gift card. Concert tickets.
all just for using my account.
That's My Style.
So check it out.
Give it a shot.
Open your My Style.
Badgers set to kick off. And Gila River back deep to receive. Looks like Modica back deep to receive. That goes, oh my, you couldn't have kicked it any better. That went into the end zone and then took a left-hand turn and went out of bounds. So there will be no return.
Yeah, in the end zone out of bounds.
Yeah.
I mean, just barely missed the pylon.
It might have even touched it on the inside.
Wow.
So it'll be out of bounds in the end zone, so 25-yard line here for Gila River.
So an update on the stats at the end of the third quarter there.
Okay.
Total offensive yards for the Badgers, 439 on 47 plays, so just under a 10-yard average there.
Wow. 290
rushing yards and 149 passing yards for Snow College tonight. Let's see. 46 plays for Gila River for a total of 88 yards. So tale of two teams.
And we've got a new quarterback in there for Gila River. We'll have to check that here for you. It is number 8, is it?
Yep.
Isaiah Anderson.
Here you go, another Gilbert, Arizona. A lot of Gilbert, Arizona on both teams. I bet you a lot of these kids knew each other in high school.
That's very possible. So it'll be a gain of 2. It'll be second down and 8. Again, Isaiah Anderson, the new quarterback in for Gila River. In shotgun formation, he's going to move his running back, who I don't have a number for. And breaking tackle across the 30, 35-yard line, and finally taken down at the 36-yard line. I thought it was number 20. Oh, it's 26. Okay, so that is A.J. Murphy. Yeah. Sometimes his uniform got bunched up, and I couldn't tell, but that's A.J. Murphy. And he'll go out after picking up a first down. How many first downs? I think I've got him for, what, 9? 8.
I'm looking here. First downs. Yeah, they had 7 at the end of the third quarter.
Okay,
so,
7.
Gary, look at you. Well, 8 now.
Pretty close.
Yeah, no, exactly.
Oh, yeah.
Right on.
Okay.
Give yourself
yeah.
credit, my man. Keeping that while you're talking.
Again, a running play. And finding about 4 yards getting out to the 40-yard line on the carry. And that's going to be Murphy once again.
Yeah, not a bad
Or
run,
Montrell, excuse me. Thomas Montrell.
Yeah, he's had the most carries for sure for Gila River today. He's been their workhorse in the backfield. He's going to be bruised up at the end of this one.
Montrell Thomas on that carry. Gain of 4. It'll be second down and 6 from the 40-yard line. And this time he's going to lose a couple of yards. In fact, the Badgers take it away.
Oh.
The referees were not looking, and the Badgers have taken it to the end zone. Who came up with that?
93 is the number I see out there.
Micah Tautioli. Micah Tautioli, the linebacker, takes it away and in the end zone, but they're not going to give it to him, are they?
Are they going to say the whistle blew? Because they're pulling it back here.
They are. Now, they haven't moved. The referees are still talking. Okay. They're going to call a face masking penalty before the change of possession. And I did not see a flag, but now I do see it. It was right there on where the play was happening. So that's going to erase a fumble recovery for a touchdown and create a first down for a penalty for Gila River and should move it into Badger territory.
second or third time in Badger territory, right, for Gila River, I think. Had that last drive that they had down inside the 5-yard line, and Snow was able to stiffen up and keep them out of the end zone.
Yep, turned it over on downs. So they have it at the Badger 45-yard line. Again, the new quarterback is Isaiah Anderson. Anderson takes the snap, back to pass, has time to throw, goes over the middle. Pass is going to be caught for a first down. Still on his feet, trying to break a tackle is Montrell Thomas.
Another flag's going to come in late. Might have been a late hit against the Badgers. Stops the clock, unfortunately. 11:59 left and a 78-0 lead.
And that is going to be on the Badgers as they're moving them backwards. Well, they haven't moved them yet. That is so funny. So there's a flag on at the 32-yard line, right? And then one of the other referees runs over and drops his flag at the 32-yard line. Why?
Yeah.
Do you have to have two?
Blindside block against Gila River.
Okay. But why do you need two flags?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah,
so
unless the only reason I would see that is if they were calling something
and then
against one team
and
he thought maybe that's what the call was going to be, and then when the other official didn't call that, then you go over and say, well, I saw this too, but they only called one thing, so I don't know.
15-yard penalty. It'll be 1st and 14 because that was marked off from the point of infraction. So 1st down and 14 back to the 49-yard line of Snow College. Isaiah Anderson at quarterback for Gila River. He's got 2 wideouts right, 2 wideouts left. Back to pass, looks on the quick pass out in the flats, and incomplete, too tall.
Dangerous pass that time. That might have been 6 going the other way for Snow.
Who was over there defensively
into
for Snow
double
College?
Coverage. Ooh.
That's not Meek over there, is it?
He's coming off. Let's see what this number is when he gets closer and we can actually see it. Number 8.
Meek Ogbonna.
Yep. He already has. No, I was thinking Meek had that interception earlier, but he didn't.
2nd down and 14. Going to be a handoff straight ahead and a gain of maybe 2 to the 47-yard line of Snow College. 3rd and 12 coming up. Snow College leads it 78-0 if you're just joining us. 11 minutes and 30 seconds remaining here in the 4th quarter. It has been all Snow College. Gila River did get down to the 5-yard line, and that's where their drive stalled out, and they went for it on 4th down and turned it over on downs. Back to pass. Now stepping up in the pocket, and the pocket collapses on him. It's going to be a loss of 2 for Isaiah Anderson once again.
Yeah, another sack there, trying to get a number here. Who's going to get credited with that sack, but brings up 4th down and long, and it looks like Gila River's going to punt, which I don't know.
In there is Sione Fungale, Siake Lesa, and Vili Tuitama. Well, the thing you gain here, if you do punt it away, is you at least make Snow go the distance instead of giving them good field position at the 50. But you're down 78-0.
Let's see if Snow's got a 10-minute drive in their bag of tricks here. Run out that clock.
Beautiful punt.
Yeah, another great kick for that punter for Gila River.
To the 5-yard line. Nice move by the Badgers on the return. Who is it? Is it Deuce Roberson?
Yeah.
Out to the 40, 45, 50. Flags come flying in. And he's going to be taken down at the 45-yard line, but this will come back.
Yeah, that was Deuce. You obviously have your returners that you trust if you're Coach Zach Erickson.
Yeah, you don't want to have a fumble or something deep in your own territory. So Deuce Roberson, great return. Unfortunately, it's going to come back. I didn't know you could throw a flag that far.
Yeah, he hucked that thing, didn't he?
That thing covered 20 yards, didn't it?
Yeah. It's got some weight on the end of it.
How would you like to get hit by that?
Yeah.
Illegal blindside block on the Badgers at the 30-yard line, so that'll push it back to the 15. Actually, they're going to mark this from the 29. And there's a case again where another referee just walks over and drops his flag.
Must have had the same thing.
Had the same thing. So the Badgers will take over with, I was going to say their worst field position, but after they held on downs, they did start very deep in their own territory. That was the only punt that the Badgers have had.
Yeah.
So they'll start at their 14.
Oh, we got a chance for my man, Jackson Walker, to get that Steel Man of the game. Sam Pete Steele. Sam Pete Steele's the Steel Man of the game. Who's what do we got?
Little Caesars Player of the game.
Player of the game.
Yep.
Okay. I shouldn't put you on the spot like this while we're on the air, but I'm going to. Do they get something?
Yes, they do.
Okay. Well,
Sam Pete Steele, Steel Man of the game, gets a hoodie.
Nice.
And the Little Caesars Player of the game used to be just a pizza, but now they give them a gift certificate and they can buy a pizza and some cheese sticks or whatever they call them there. And
I don't think there's many NIL deals, name, image, likeness, for Snow College players like you see at Division I. So a pizza for a JC kid like this? Good.
Or a hoodie?
Yeah, heck yeah. Yeah, that's great.
Tommy McGrath still at quarterback.
Yeah, they want to be the Little Caesars Player of the game. You bet.
Hand off to Thompson. Thompson bobbing and weaving his way, picks up about 3 yards.
Here's my next question.
Okay.
Do you deliver the prizes? How do they get those?
Okay, usually I wait till the end of the season, and then I take them to the head coach, Zach Erickson, and I say, here's who won and what games they won for, and let him. Now, last year I had, I'm trying to think who I had in my class, Cole Bowers.
Okay.
I had Cole Bowers in my class, so I hand-delivered that one.
Okay, see, the reason I ask that is you're talking about flying on the plane with these kids and going on buses and whatnot. I'll tell you what, if I know I'm getting a pizza out of this, I'm a little politician. Hey,
carrying
Gary.
my
Hello,
bag.
Gary. How are you, Mr. Chittister? Absolutely. Jeez, I'd be doing everything I can for that.
2nd and 7, hand off to Thompson. Thompson's in the backfield.
Wow.
Thompson breaks a tackle. Thompson still on his feet. Thompson out to the 40-yard line.
I know the competition isn't as good as what it has been the last couple of weeks and what it will be in the next couple of weeks. But, man, those moves against anybody are good. I mean, the way he plants a foot and jukes left or right, I'm impressed.
He's breaking some ankles out there.
I think he's going to get a pizza. I think.
Where's he at? You've got the
Jalen Thompson.
You've got the instant stats.
Oh yeah, I'll look at that.
You look at that. Tell me what he's got because he is in the running for sure.
How about this? Is there a number he needs to be able to get it?
How about 100?
Okay. All right. Let's look here.
1st and 10 from the 40-yard line. Hand off to Thompson again. Thompson in the backfield. No, it's not Thompson. Excuse me. It's Bo Hall. I'll have to double check it. Yeah, it is Bo Hall.
Kind of surprises me here. 51.
51?
Yeah. I thought he had more than that. So.
100 would seal the deal.
I was going to say, if he takes it the rest of the way, if he breaks this one right here, he's going to hit 100.
Okay.
And then he gets the pizza.
All right.
And you have to deliver it this week, not at the end of the season.
Okay.
There you go. I make the rules now. Gary's not going to invite me to help him ever again. The thing is,
I lost all control. When did it happen?
I don't have any way to check. It's not like I'm going to know if you do it or not.
Okay, here's my problem.
Yeah.
I don't know a lot of these kids when I've traveled with them because they don't wear their jerseys.
Yeah, right. You don't know which kid is which. Yeah. There's 50 of them out there. You don't know which one is which. You don't see their faces.
2nd and 3, hand off to Hall. Hall breaks a tackle and picks up the first down. So, see, Thompson's out. Now he's coming back in. But that's the problem. As soon as these running backs have a couple of good carries, they take them out. Yeah, so we're going to have 400 yards rushing, and it's going to be distributed among 6 runners.
You could make these plane rides fun, Gary. Right at the start of the plane ride, the pilot takes off the seatbelt sign. And then all the players know that's Gary Chittister's time to stand up. I got hoodies. I got gift certificates. 3 games ago was you, and you go hand those out on the plane.
All right.
I don't think you're really going to do that, but you could make it fun. I don't know.
I think challenge accepted.
Yeah, there you go.
3rd and 1. McGrath in the shotgun formation. Hands it off to Thompson. Thompson has the first down as he gets into Gila River territory. Did I see a flag? I really don't want to see any more flags.
Yeah, they're moving the sticks, so
Okay,
it looks
good.
like we're good here.
All right.
Yeah. The only fun thing is if Thompson would have been stopped there, we could have had a chance
for a punt
for my man Jackson Walker to come in and pin him deep. But alas,
not on this particular series.
Offensive line is just too good.
Ethan Wood has checked in at tight end. Ethan Wood from Heber City, Utah, played his high school ball up with Coach Coburn, Steve Coburn.
Yeah. Former Snow College head coach before he went back up to Wasatch.
He used to listen to the games. I don't know if he'd be listening at this point. There's Thompson. Thompson breaks a tackle.
Oh.
Thompson to the 35. He was an inch away from taking it to the house.
Yeah. All the
So,
way
Steve,
down.
if you're listening,
yeah,
he texts me every once in a while and says, hey, listen to the game. And he usually lets me know when he's got a player down here that's playing for Snow College. So I want to mention that. We do have an injured Gila River player on the field. Let's take this opportunity for a Utah Heritage Credit Union timeout. Utah Heritage Credit Union is your local credit union with offices in Moroni, Mount Pleasant, Ephraim, and Gunnison, proud to support Snow College.
In the days of the Mountain Men, Cache Valley, Utah became a central gathering place for trappers and explorers. They named it Cache because it was there they would store their goods and come together to trade and connect. This spirit of community continues today at Cache Valley Bank with locations and services throughout Utah, including 3 branches right here in San Pete County. They are Central Utah's financial outfitter. No matter your mountain, they want to see you reach the top. Cache Valley and Central Utah are rooted in grand expeditions. Let's keep that heritage alive together. Discover Cache Valley Bank. Mountains await. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
This school year will be different.
This year, I'll do my assignments. On time.
I will listen to my teacher.
I solemnly swear.
I won't eat any glue.
I'll do my homework every night.
Every night.
Research? No problem.
School, I got this.
This year will be different. Visit Centracom.com to power your education with the best internet experience. Everyone succeeds with School to the Power of Centracom.
Welcome back to Robert L. Stoddard Field at Terry Foote Stadium on the campus of Snow College in Ephraim, Utah. Gary Chedister and Greg Sterner with you. Checking the Central Valley Medical Center scoreboard. Snow College 78 and Gila River 0. And we have 5 minutes and 59 seconds remaining here in the fourth quarter. Tommy McGrath has played pretty much the entire second half, and he came in the second quarter.
Right.
The only thing I was wondering is if we might see Max Barker. But at this point, I think more important that Tommy McGrath gets some reps to get back into that mode, because he did not have a preseason. He didn't have a summer workout or anything. He just barely joined the Badgers on Wednesday of last week is when he got enrolled, and then he was on a plane 2 days later. The big question is, can Jalen Thompson break a run here?
That's our game within a game.
Thompson hit in the backfield and will not go down. They blow the whistle because his momentum is stopped, but he did not go down. A gain of 2. Give him 3. I'm generous.
There you go. Yeah, getting him closer to that 100-yard mark.
Okay, so who's the leading rusher?
Well, our live stats.
Is it still Carson Manuka?
Our live stats were really good up until about 12:40 left in the fourth quarter, and they haven't updated since then. So that 50 yards that I told you that Thompson had, is not right.
Okay.
So
who was the leading scorer at the last time that updated?
So,
was it still Carson?
Yeah, you had.
Because he
had Bo Hall was 73.
Oh, wow.
Manukin was 66 on 3 carries. Yeah.
Thompson trying to split it wide left, kept trying to look for a hole. Couldn't find much. Got 1 yard as he stretches that out. That'll bring up 3rd and 7.
So now they've got him updated.
Okay.
Jalen Thompson up to 76 total yards.
Okay, so who's the leading rusher then?
Him now.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, if he's the leading rusher, he has a good shot at POG.
Well, you got to, folks, I know you're dying to know. You have to stay for the post-game show to find out who gets the player.
Yeah, we're not going to announce that too early.
No way. Got to build that drama.
Thompson breaks a tackle. Thompson's got the first down.
that drive going, keep that clock ticking.
Juwan Nixon, the linebacker, came up just like, I thought I had him.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think that's going to happen a lot with Thompson running the ball.
Yeah. Because Manukin, Targi, they're all sophomores, right? Those starting, those top three.
No, right? Rasul, I think Rasul is, he is a sophomore.
Okay.
I thought Rasul was a freshman, but he is a sophomore. So, yeah, your top three are sophomores.
So
Jalen
Thompson
going again.
Yeah, you can hear it on the crowd mic. You bet.
Thompson gets inside the 20, or right. They're going to mark it right at the 20, a gain of 4. Thompson, a workhorse. He's going to come off, and coming on is Bo Hall. Yeah. Bo Hall, also a freshman. Not sure where Bo is from.
Yeah, we're down to the roster, like Gary's talked about a couple of times on this, where the kids it doesn't show where they're from. A lot of them do. Most kids on this roster do. But we've got some that don't show that. And when it's 78-0, that's what you're into. But
well, the Badgers have been on the road for 2 weeks, so the roster we've been working on is the travel roster. So several of these players have not been traveling. Handoff to Hall. Hall breaks a tackle. Hall runs through a man and gets inside the 5-yard line.
Kind of tried to Superman that into the end zone, but only got down to the 1-yard line. So let's see if the Badgers are going to try and put one more on them with a first down and just over 2 minutes left. You can't kneel it out. You got to have 2 minutes to kneel it out. So we'll see if Zach Erickson decides to actually try and run it in or just kneel it out and give the ball back with a few seconds left.
So how many yards does Hall have?
Let's see.
This could be a competition between Hall and Thompson.
So they haven't updated it yet. He had 73 before that run. And how many yards were that one? So yeah.
So Thompson.
Bo Hall is going to take the lead.
Yeah.
Hoodie and one for a hoodie, one for.
And he's in the end zone. Touchdown. Pizza. Bo Hall.
There you go.
Bo Hall and Jalen Thompson have been very impressive here for the Badgers in the second half. And it's Bo Hall into the end zone from 2 yards out. So the Badgers took it 86 yards and punch it in the end zone with 1:39 remaining here. And they're going to actually credit him with a 2-yard run. And the extra point is up, and the extra point is good. So Bo Hall gets in the Mountain America Credit Union end zone. Show your school pride with the Snow College debit card from Mountain America Credit Union. Available now at the Ephraim branch. Mountain America Credit Union, guiding you forward. Visit macu.com. So is it updated? This is a tough thing here because Bo Hall has 2 touchdowns now. He has the 35-yard run for the touchdown. He has a 2-yard run for a touchdown. He might have just edged out Jalen Thompson.
Yeah. He definitely did because it was 76-73 before that, but hasn't updated yet. We'll keep refreshing here and see if that does.
So 85-0 with the extra point. We're keeping it right here, and we'll have the kickoff coming up in just a moment. So coming up, we will have the Sanpete Steel Man of the game. Sanpete Steel Man of the game is given to a player who makes a tough, gritty play that changes the momentum of the game, and it might be the kickoff. Well, we didn't have the opening kickoff. I was going to say it could have been the opening kickoff. How about the opening return that got us out to the 40-yard line?
Yeah.
Because I don't know that the momentum has ever changed.
Snow's had the momentum since the opening kickoff. You're right. Yep.
This is going to be fielded at the 5-yard line. 10, 15, 20, waiting for the hold open. Gets it, hits it at the 30, still on his feet. And breaks a tackle out to the 40, the 45, and finally driven out of bounds at the 47-yard line. That was a nice return. Was that Isaiah Anderson? No, he was the quarterback.
Yeah. Marquez Mordecai.
Modica?
Modica, there you go.
Yeah, Jaquez Modica.
Yeah,
and he's been a bright spot, actually, for Gila River. Yeah. I mean, there's not a lot of bright spots, but he's been one.
Yeah, he's one that we've named.
He's had some plays.
Called his name.
Yep.
Called his name a few times.
Late sub, Spencer Tautioli checks in at linebacker for Snow College. Correct me if I'm wrong here. It looks like Snow's going with just 3 down linemen now. Well, actually 4, but they've got 2 of them in the upright position.
Oh, that's a hold. Whew.
And
not going to throw the flag just to keep that clock running, but man, that was the most egregious hold you've seen in your life on the right side of the line. Just clotheslined the Snow defender and tackled him, but sack anyway.
Sione Fungale with the sack, loss of 2. And we've got a Bryson Davis Wesley is checked back in at quarterback for Gila River. And honestly, the best passes, I thought, were thrown by Cortland Hill. Even though the stats might not show it, I thought he threw a nice ball. 2nd down and 12. Handoff, not much there. Trying to break it to the outside, and Badgers collapse defensively. One of the first ones there was Siaki Lesa. Be 3rd down, and we have an injured player. Were you checking some more stats there?
Yeah,
you got something for us?
It's funny. It's like it's slowly updating here. So we're still halfway through the last drive. But, yeah, you had Jalen Thompson up over 107 yards, Bo Hall at 100 yards. So it was clear far. So we're going to have to get that for you at the end of the game, the post game, tell you who's going to win the player of the game and the steel man of the game. And
the toughest thing might be coming up with the steel man of the game, because I don't know that we've had any real momentum change.
Yeah, and this Gila River kid, he's hurting out there.
I hate to see injuries at this point of a game.
25 seconds left in a game that's been over for the last 59 and a half minutes. And
I hate to see injuries at all.
Yeah.
I said at this point of the I hate to see injuries at all.
Yeah, and this kid's he's hurting out there.
So let's take this opportunity for a timeout. This will be a Utah Heritage Credit Union timeout. Utah Heritage Credit Union for auto, ATV, mortgage, and new home construction loans.
Hi, I'm Barrett Hilton. I'm the director of Local 10 here at Centricom, and I'm really excited to show you something new we've been working on. If you pull up a browser and type in teamhive.live, this is our new home for hosting video streaming for Utah high school sports and other events. We realized it was time to expand and grow and to welcome any school in the state that wants to use our platform absolutely free. Bookmark teamhive.live, Utah's new home for streaming high school sports and other events. Powered by Centricom Local 10.
CO Building Systems in Ephraim manufactures a complete line of pre-engineered metal buildings of all sizes. Plus, they are your headquarters for custom metal roof and wall panels for your home or business, including all trim and accessories. All of their roof and wall panels are available in several gauges and over 20 different colors. For a free cost estimate or more information, contact CO Building Systems in Ephraim. 800-262-5347. That's 800-262-5347. Online at cobuildings.com.
At Central Valley Medical Center, we're committed to offering the best care.
In your life's first moments. Through your life's biggest emergencies.
In your everyday help.
In those days that mean the most.
Central Valley Medical Center will be there with you through each step and stage of life, bringing the best care because we care, closer to home.
I'm Dr. Sorensen. I'm a board-certified pediatrician, and I'm the newest addition to the team of doctors here at Central Valley Medical Center. My goal is to work closely with you when making decisions about your child's health. After all, you know them better than anyone else.
I think as a mom, it can be really overwhelming to find a doctor who's a really good fit for your family. I look for someone who I can trust. It's so validating and comforting knowing that I can call and get the answers I need from Dr. Sorensen and his staff.
I look forward to meeting you and your child and bringing you the best care closer to home.
And welcome back. And Gila River has elected to just take a knee and end this ball game here as the clock will run out. The Badgers will come away with a 85-0 win over the Hawks of Gila River. More importantly, the Badgers are able to get a few players healthy. Cole Bowers did not suit up. One half of the Bash brothers. The other half, as we mentioned in the pregame, Cole Hogan is out for the season. So Cole Bowers gets a chance to recover. Taylor Larson did not suit up. He gets a chance to recover. Your starting running backs, in fact, your 3 running backs, one of them did not suit up, and that is Targi Lamson, thank you. And the other 2, Carson Manukin and Rasul Faison, played very limited. In fact, played the first quarter, and that was about all. Yeah. Your quarterback, Deshaun Cash, played the first quarter, and then Tommy McGrath got all the reps from that point on. You saw a lot of new running backs. You saw a lot of new wide receivers in there. And quite frankly, I mean, you get an idea of the depth of this Snow College team. The offensive line played really well. We had great efforts from Thompson and also Bo Hall. So we've got to come up with a Little Caesars player of the game. For Fresh Pizza Fast, make a pit stop at Little Caesars in Nephi, Ephraim, and also in Gunnison. Have the stats. I'm going to let the stats choose this one because it was very even between Bo Hall and also with Larson, Jalen Thompson.
Well, we're doing it right now? No break?
No break.
Okay.
We've had plenty of commercials. I think we're good.
Jalen Thompson, 107 yards. 107 yards to lead the way. Yeah, Jalen Thompson. Bo Hall had 102.
Whoa,
so
that was close.
It was tight between those 2.
All right, so Jalen.
I would be okay. I'd be okay. Well, who's deciding this, Gary? Am I deciding or are you deciding?
I'll let you decide it. I do it all the time on the road by myself.
I'm going to say player of the game, Little Caesars, the pizza goes to Jalen Thompson.
Okay. All right.
Pizza or gift certificate or whatever they give him. I'm going to say steel man of the game hoodie, Bo Hall.
Okay.
All right.
Bo Hall has two touchdowns, so we'll give him the steel man of the game and player of the game.
And we'll see if Coach Erickson is going to agree with that. All right.
Are we going to let him overrule us? I mean,
overrule what? I came in late.
Okay, so we're deciding the player of the game.
Okay.
And we're deciding the steel man of the game.
Okay.
And Greg Sterner decided he's going to give the steel man of the game to Bo Hall.
I love that pick. I love that pick.
And player of the game to Jalen Thompson.
Oh, okay. I think they both played a great game.
He had to think about it a minute,
only because I look up there at the scoreboard and there's a big fat 0.
Defense played great.
There was a lot of guys on defense that played pretty good. That
I
maybe
agree.
Could sneak in there too, but no, Jalen and Bo showed up tonight, and they had a lot of carries, especially that second half. They did a great job for us.
Okay, so we talked earlier in the week about what you wanted to have happen with this game. You obviously had a chance to play some new guys to get an idea of your depth. And granted, the competition wasn't at the level that you've seen at New Mexico Military and at Butler, obviously. But you got to be pleased with some of the efforts of these guys that have been looking to get some reps.
Yeah, no, these guys, they played really good tonight. And I think that maybe what you'll see when we turn the tape on, like as coaches, and we evaluate, that Gila River team is probably better than 85-0 would suggest. I just think our guys, like you said, played really well. Our staff did a great job of getting the guys ready to play that maybe haven't played so much up to this point. And, our goal was to come out and play the cleanest game we've played all year. It was clean. It was probably the cleanest game we've played, but it still wasn't perfect. We still had some procedural penalties and, a face mask and a personal foul here and there. But for the most part, like you said, I'm really pleased with the way that those other guys came in and played. And they're, like you said, Bo and Jalen and, we had Sam and Micah Tatioli on defense playing linebacker and Hartman Rector. And, that list goes on and on and on. And, Bo getting the pick 6. There's just that list, the guys on defense. Well, actually, you know what? I do want to point out the touchdown-saving tackle on the kickoff that True Tanner had.
That was good.
All of a sudden he runs past me on the sideline. I was like, oh my gosh, he's going to catch him. And so just effort stuff like that, it was a great job by all those guys that, normally don't get their names called.
Well, there was some pride involved with that because they got down inside the 5-yard line, and the defense stepped up and held them on that. I mean, that is just pride in not wanting to give up a score.
Yeah, it was. Coach Pulo challenged those guys from the sideline to try to keep those guys out of the end zone after that. And we were concerned that they were going to run a running back wheel on that 4th down play, which they actually did do, but we covered it up, and everybody stayed with their man, and we lucked out.
So, I mean, we saw some things that I haven't seen you run. You guys ran a lot of the fly sweep with Elijah Irvin, Marquise Montgomery. I mean, is that something we're going to keep seeing, or is that just something for this game? Or
Yeah. So, this week in practice, it was a big emphasis, our stretch plays, our outside zone run plays. We're pretty good at our inside zone stuff, and then obviously our gap schemes, our powers, our counters. But we wanted to make a concerted effort this week to improve that part of our offense. And so that's why you saw that, because we would like to be able to do that. You see the guys we have to put the ball in their hands. I mean, we saw Adam Johnson look like the fastest human on the planet, which he is, and so we've got to try to get him involved. We got Matt Smith on a fly sweep for a touchdown. Proud of that guy. I mean, that's something that we would love to be able to get more involved with in our offense as soon as we can. So, Yep.
Well, a great effort. I think all the things that we talked about that you want to have happen. Now you go into a bye week. Unfortunately, Georgia Military, I think, also has a bye week. So both teams are going to be setting up for a big matchup of top-ranked teams here on Robert L. Stoddard Field in 2 weeks.
In 2 weeks, yeah. No, that Rob Manchester, their head coach at Georgia Military, we talked on Wednesday. We've already been able to trade film of the first 3 games. We'll trade again tonight as soon as we're done. And they beat a really good Lackawanna team today, so they're going to be coming in here 4-0 and playing with a lot of confidence. And so our break couldn't come at a better time. As you saw, all the guys in street clothes tonight. And so we're looking forward to maybe a couple of days off, some rest, a lot of treatment, a lot of rehab to try to get some of these guys back to help us try to defend home field with a really good Georgia Military team coming to town. It should be a top 10. With them winning, I haven't seen the scores from some of those other games. Namely Nimmi and Kilgore 1 versus 5. I think that may be the only top 10 team that could lose, but I think you may see Georgia Military sneak up beating, because I think they were 12th and Lackawanna was 11th or 13th and 12th. Yeah. They both were right there. So I would expect it to be another top 10 matchup, and that's, again, I tell our guys all the time, that's why you come to Snow College, is playing those games.
So you will give them a couple of days off, a little extra time to rest and recover. And this is a good time for this bye to come, I think, doesn't it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, we'll do our normal Monday. We don't usually practice on Monday anyways. We do a walkthrough, we do a run, try to get the lactic acid out, and kind of just do a quick get some of that acid out. We'll give them that Monday off. And then what we'll probably do is we're going to evaluate kind of how our guys feel. We may practice Tuesday, we may not, and then we'll get back at it Wednesday and get 3 extra. It's actually 4 extra. We'll get 3 this week of Georgia Military, and then we'll pick up a Monday practice that we don't normally have. So we'll get 3 or 4 extra Georgia Military practices, and hopefully we can get ready to go.
All right, Coach. Congratulations. Good win. And just keep winning. And just keep winning, baby, and we'll be in the playoffs.
Just like Dory said, just keep winning. Just keep winning. We're gonna. That's the motto going forward. So appreciate you guys.
All right. Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
All right. Coach Zach Erickson joining us on the postgame show. So just to repeat here, we got the player of the game. We gave it to Jalen Thompson, who led the team in rushing, and we're going to give the steal man of the game to Bo Hall, who ended with 2 touchdowns. He had a 2-yard run. That was the last one when he got it into the Mountain America Credit Union end zone. He also scored with 14-13 in the second quarter on a 35-yard run to make it 35-0. So he had 2 touchdowns. Jalen Thompson also had a touchdown and led the team in rushing. Any final comments, Greg?
No, we got those stats from the sports information director, Ball, Drayson. What's his first name?
Yep, Drayson Ball.
Drayson Ball. Thanks, Gary. And the only thing I wanted to point out, Snow held Gila River to 97 total yards.
Wow.
Awesome job.
Yep, that is a great effort. And so, yeah, defense, and that's hard. And I agree with what he said. You look up there and you see a 0 on the scoreboard, and we don't give any of the players the game or anything. But
yeah, probably should have. That's all right.
We'll catch up with them next time.
Yeah.
All right, so thanks for joining us. Thanks to all the sponsors that make Badger football possible on KMTI AM 650. Thanks to Centricom for making this broadcast possible also on Channel 10. And also thanks to MTCC and Adam Coombs for making this broadcast possible on Channel 3 of MTCC. I'm Gary Chedester. Greg Sterner, thanks for joining me, and thanks for joining us for Badger Football. We'll be back on the air in 2 weeks. Have a great weekend, everyone.